I am sure sports. You know me there, I'm coast to coast representing. I mean, say this is righteous representing for Omar. You don't know, come get the sports over here from near and far. Boy. Me say I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know no game play, that me not say it. If me never see no game, me no know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here. For the day done, you are gonna love over your son.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crap of players. We are good enough. Remember, like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment, let me know what your thoughts are.
18 Jamaican herbs and spices add delicious, bold flavor to your next grilling experience. Flavoring sauce, a marinade, basting, condiment, or topping. Trick Nick Jerk Barbecue Sauce.
Jerk Marinade gives your meats and vegetables authentic Jamaican jerk flavor. The spices are directly from Jamaica. Spices like jerk seasoning, allspice, Scotch bonnet pepper, fresh scallions, thyme, ginger, and garlic. The key ingredients to a great jerk marinade. 0% sugar and low in sodium. You want to try it?
Yes. Good evening, subscribers, viewers, people. Hope you're all doing great. You're having wonderful Sunday. If you are a local football fan, you'd be watching some local football, or you would have watched some local football. If you're an EPL fan, you'd have watched a couple of games today. The Liverpool fans are pretty happy because they have surpassed Chelsea into second place. Yes, they won today. And then if you are an NFL fan, you're probably watching some NFL games. So a lot of sports going on today, but want to say a big good afternoon to every single one in the comment section, everyone viewing us right now. Again, we congratulate Clarendon College on their Champions Cup win yesterday, and we say well done to the Dintle Technical High School. Valiant effort throughout the season. Big up Fresh God and Shem Jackson in the chat. So good to have you with us. Yes, cricket. Oh my Shem, why you do that, man? Don't tell me about the cricket, because West Indies lose to Ireland. I was hoping nobody would bring up this. I don't know what is going on with the West Indies. Ireland winning a series at Sabina Park against the West Indies. I don't know what's going on. I don't. And then our under 19 team are playing here also in the West Indies. They lost their first game in the under 19 World Cup. They were defeated by Australia, so we hope they can rebound for their second game. Yes. So a lot of sporting events are taking place over this weekend, but today this show is dedicated to the restart of the JPL. So welcome again to the show. Please, once you come on, we ask you to hit the like button. and subscribe if you have not yet, and share the content. Don't want to stop the video to tell you to subscribe. Also want you to know that the coaching course is going on today, and we have gotten Sir Parchment on Scene Sports to be doing the license course that the JFF are offering. So he was there with Paul Hall and all the other coaches and teachers there, so that's good. Maypen, Clarendon, Sherman, Scott, big up, man. Yeah, man, West Indies lost. Let's not talk no cricket. Straight football, M10. From morning till evening, especially on the weekend. Yes, and African Cup of Nation is also going on as well. I mean, what happened with Ghana, man? Hey, but we're going to give you that tomorrow. We'll give you some updates. Listen, we have a very big show coming up on Wednesday. Some big things coming up on the platform next week. We have partnered with a new sponsor. We're going to unveil that next week at I Am Sure Sports. We have connected with a station from a next group of vloggers who are in the United States. It's called the Grueling Truth Network, and they will be on our NFL show next week, and that will be interesting to see people born in Jamaica discussing the NFL with Americans, to let them know how vast our knowledge is. So that is going to be a banger, I promise you that. But how many of you watched the 2 games today? 2 games were played. I felt like the quality in the first game was a whole lot better, and that was the game between Arnett Gardens and Cavaliers. Very impressed with the Arnett Gardens team, given what we had seen from them last year, where they struggled. But they really did well in this game. And I mean, very unfortunate result at the end of that. Some of you may be wondering, who is that coach? That coach is a coach at Campion College. He recently did the C license course that was offered by the JFF. Paul Teagat Davis is the person who has been conditioning the club, though. All right, so just to let you know that part of the whole situation with you may not see some players and not see some coaches, because the organizers of the JPL are insisting on the vaccination. In other words, you can do anything with the team, but to come into any of the venues, you must be vaccinated. So Teagat is still a part of Arnett Gardens. I think you would not have seen him today because of this vaccination policy for the league to be played. And over 90% of the players are vaccinated, which is a good thing, because what they're trying to do is eliminate the need for consistent testing. No, you do know that you can still have the virus, even if you're vaccinated. So you see they have this temperatures in there that sanitizes and checks your temperature before you enter the venue proper. So it looks to be some very good organization going on. Something that I also noticed is that proven investment is on all the jerseys. So they are also a major sponsor of the league. But the games look well. I said, I mean, given that this is the first game for the teams, like even for a Mobe who is coming back into the league, they never look like a newly promoted team, because they were playing against Waterhouse team that kept most of their players, and and they went to the finals. So let me get a couple of more comments. African Cup now get coverage. Yeah, man, we're gonna start that next week, digital home tech. So on Monday we'll start that. Yeah, man, we're going to talk about some African Cup nation. The 4 teams look better this start, for the season than the last season first game. Definitely better start, right? Better start this season. But let's talk about the first game, because you'd have seen a couple of players who will be going off with the national team. Jaden White, Topi, Dwayne Atkinson, Richard King, his name is. So those players are part of the group of players who have been drafted, and I think they leave the island tomorrow to travel to Peru for that game. So what do you make of their performances? Jamai Topi got a goal in the game. Cavalier went up by 1. Then Arnett Gardens equalized. Very good goal by Willis, who was at Portmore, was at Mount Pleasant in the preseason, but ended up at Arnett Gardens. Scored a very good left footer from outside the 18, beating Jaden White in goal into the corner of the goal. Equalized for Arnett Gardens, but in the dying moments, and soon after that, Shaquille Thomas, who came on as a substitute, converted. Brilliant goal, collecting it on the left and then turning and firing it across. William, forgot his name. But fired it past the custodian for Arnett Garden. I think his name is William Price, who is a new goalkeeper there they have at Arnett Gardens. But you also see Kelson, he's one of the Manning Cup player. He came on late in that game for Arnett Garden. He was at Cavaliers in the Manning Cup, but he got some minutes for the Arnett Gardens team. Also saw Tavar Thompson, who is he was the striker for Mannings in 2019. He made his debut, came on with around 5 minutes left in the game to play for Cavaliers. So good to see more youngsters coming out and playing. You saw a Mobile United team who had some players who would have played at Cornwall College and other schools in Montego Bay a few years ago, who came out and played as well. So it looked really good today. There are some things that we're going to talk about that can be better, and we're hoping to improve. Yeah, man, all 14 look like a promising season ahead. Yeah, and I think as well, though the turf is good for playing the ball, I think you can see that the turf is affecting the player. The pace of the ball across the turf, I think they didn't adjust to it. And I feel like if they play on it, you see that there's going to be injuries. So many people are holding on to hamstrings. So I am glad that other venues are being added. But I must say, in terms of passing the ball around, it was very good, especially like I said in that first game. Arnett Gardens, if you watch Arnett Gardens last season and this season, you'd say, boy, it's a marked improvement. Very, very good passing of the ball. And their captain, the youngster Guthrie, he played well. Cephas played well and held up the ball. Really, Juma Johnson, who was a standout in schoolboy football. He's at Arnett Garden. He played well. Willis looked good in midfield. Earl Simpson and Cunningham in defense of them. They look really, 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 really well. But Cavaliers also very good defensively. I don't know. I feel like they didn't create a lot of chances, but they do play a disciplined system, and they did look well. They did look well. I think Jaden White did well in goal. He pulled off some saves. Again, he went down. Don't know if he's injured or it's just the turf that is causing that. So Shem Jackson said the Cavaliers Arnett was better of the two games. The players need to work on their finishing. I am. Yeah. All right. So let me tell you people. I've always said to people, that Jamaica may be able to find midfielders, goalkeepers, and defenders. But where Jamaica struggle? To find world-class centre forwards. A player who can score goals. We may find some who can take on people and create, but we have always struggled. I think in terms of pure goal scorer, maybe Paul Teagat Davis was the last pure goal scorer. We have had other forwards, but in terms of somebody who was a pure goal scorer, I would say probably Paul Teagat Davis and Ryan Nelson, right? But yeah, I think that's something that we really have to look at. This guy Alric Atti, who was, I think he played at Cornwall College. You know, I mean, them the man miss an empty goal. Like I don't know how. I don't know what was going through his mind. No composure. He works so hard, gets the opportunity. I don't know. Somebody, coach, M10 football, explain to me what happened on that opportunity. We need the name on the back of the jerseys this season, just like last season. Come and JPL man get it fixed. Yeah. I did make a call, Fresh God, and asked what happened to the names on the jerseys. And they said, listen, it was a very fast thing to get this out. So by the next round of game, that means when all of these games are finished and the next round of games, you should see the names on the jersey. But we should have had them because people need to know the players. Hustler played well. Who is Hustler now? I don't know them like that, you know. I know the original names. You have to tell me. This one says Colin Anderson played well. His speed give Arnett trouble. Yeah, he did. He did, but he kind of tapered off as the game, you know, got going and stuff. Yeah. All right. So Luton Shelton to me scored a lot of goals, but he wasn't a pure goal scorer. What I mean by that is somebody who they're just in and around the box and score goals. Yeah, I think like Teagat was that. Luton Shelton could play out on the flank, different position, but in terms of this, I think so. And Ryan Nelson, because Ryan Nelson still have the record for the most goals in the Premier League season. And this is not taking away anything from Luton Shelton. I just think that his function is a very dynamic. He's a more dynamic kind of forward who can play in different roles and position. That's what I'm saying. Like in terms of what they call a goal poacher, that him just turn up and him just the ball hitting him back and score. He's always in the box, bustling and hustling. I kind of see Ryan Nelson and Paul Teagat Davis like that. Like I said, Luton Shelton could play on the left, can play on the right, can play down the middle, can play in a false nine. He was very dynamic. He would score free kicks and stuff like that. So that's why I said that, but that's not taken away from their ability. No, man, Devon Hodges, good goal scorer, but what I'm talking about, Fresh God, like I just explained, I don't know if I would put him up there. Yeah, Alric Atti was a primary track runner. He was in high school. He ran at Champs, I believe, you know. I'm almost certain that he ran at Champs. I think he went to Cornwall College. But I know he ran at Champs. Yeah. Oh, Deacon, yeah. You know, I always like this player, but man, him always missing. This is the next thing again. He will do all the work to get into goal scoring position and then don't score. So I think, like I said, for me, the player on the Arnett Garden side that I really was impressed with is the captain, Guthrie. I think he's a very good player, but Hustler did play well. Yeah, he did play well. Yeah, and Ryan Nelson is the next good one. Ryan Nelson, that's Bumpy, of Constant Spring and Portmore. Whoever in charge of the media for the JPL is doing a terrible job. This is the worst build-up to the starting to the league I've ever seen. Yeah, and Freedom Vlog FC, I would say I agree with you. And that is why we are here trying to help it. At the end of the day, it's Jamaica's product. And, you know, people like, and please, all the vloggers, believe me, their content is good. My thing is, I like to do what I can to make things better than to, like, I don't mind criticizing stuff, but if I can add anything to make things better, I like that. So I agree with you. But instead of me like complaining, I have made up my mind that what can I do? Because it's free now, I'm not getting paid, but I'm still promoting it because I want the talent to be seen. I want the players to have this kind of thing out there so they can improve and know that people are watching them. But it was true. You're so right. The whole promotion. Remember, I asked that question in the interview that I did. You don't see any other. For example, Willis was at All right, I'm going to give you Arnett guards because I can't call club name. When the window was closed, I asked and I write down the names that Arnett gave me. And they never gave Willis' name as one of the players. Up to a week ago. And this is the thing. Like the clubs in Jamaica, they do this. They do this. Deborah Gray is at Waterhouse. And no matter how you ask them, I don't know why. Like it is poor. It is so poor. Like they don't. These things help the clubs. When people know from before, it helps the club. It makes the club function better when people can talk about the club and call the player's name. But they have this thing where they think they need to hide the names of the player. They're going to play. Like people say about people are pregnant. Is something coming? It's not going. We are going to see the players anyway. What is the secret? There's no player in Jamaica that nobody don't know. So, let's do that. Again, Dino Williams wasn't a pure goal scorer. He was a good goal scorer, in my opinion. But you may be right, yeah. Okay, so he did run for Cornwall. Yeah, man. I know that he was a sprinter. Yeah, build up his sport. Big up, Joe Downer. Big up, bless up. You say, man, bless a day. Let me ask you a question. If clubs agree for players to play football on the turf grass when there are so many grass fields that can't be good for players and their knees later. All right. Very, very good point. So let me see if I can. So unlike last year, they have other venues. All right. So let me give you some of the other venues. Some of the other venues that will be used for this year will be Stadium East, National Stadium, Catherine Hall, Drax Hall. So Stadium East, the National Stadium, Catherine Hall, Drax Hall, and Sabina Park. All right. So those venues will be used for the competition. You would have heard if you listen to the interview that I did. These games were not supposed to be played at this venue. They weren't. The venue that they were supposed to be played is at Draxall. Whatever happened, Draxall was not passed, or it wasn't passed. So they had to revisit it on Friday. So they just shifted the game to this venue. All right. But going forward, less games will be played on the turf. Right? But the truth is that when you think about it, I think they have to bear in mind the venues that they can play at that can, because remember, it is the government that gave them permission, and the government, if the government said, listen, you can't use that field, they can't. So they don't get to select the venue. The government have to approve the use of the venue. So it is the government who really said, like, this venue is okay, this venue is okay. So, but over time, they will be playing less game because the team suffered last season because of it. So, good question. Don't know, but yeah. It should be sorted out. And he also played football as well. Alric Atti, that is, yeah. And his brother is Alan Atti, I believe. Man, everything is a secret in Jamaica. I'm telling you, I don't know why the clubs, I don't know why they're like this. And this is why I'm saying that part of the reason, listen, people, all right? Now, one of the things that people always said about Coach Whitmore is that he doesn't like, he doesn't do a lot of interview. I hope that the person that gets to coach the under-20 team knows that he needs to do an interview. Have you seen how many interviews and stuff Paul Hall has said already? That's part of the thing you need to look at. Is this person friendly to the media in terms of wanting to speak and stuff? Because if not, we're going to have the same problem. Byron Earl, was a pure goal scorer. Yeah, from Arnett Garden. Here you go. Waterhouse. Fire house. Listen, I think Waterhouse was very lucky today. All right. One, that guy should have scored. I don't know. I need a coach to tell me how he missed that goal. Somebody who watched the match, tell me how did that happen? How did he miss that? Only him alone can explain that. All right. Right. Somebody said Kevin Lamy is the man. 2 good games. Yeah, man. Peso. Good game. Yeah. How did he miss that? Because I think if he had scored, it would have put Waterhouse under a lot of pressure, and it was close to halftime. Then I understand the red card that they got, that it was dangerous play. But truth is, boy, I don't know. If he had gotten a yellow card, I would not have felt, because it wasn't, an area of the field that, yeah. I know why he got the red card, but maybe if I were the referee, I would not have given a red card. What say you? You agree with the red card, people? Yeah. And yeah, Joe Donor, you see some of the field that you see have a lot of grass. They are very bumpy. And then the facilities. Because remember, you have to be in an enclosed area, You put this like in certain communities, people are going to probably come and try get into the venue. So they have to talk about, look at the security, especially with the COVID thing. Yeah, man. Willis really played well today and he scored a good goal. But I think the MBU United goal was the goal of the day still. That's a very good goal that was scored by the number 4 from MBU United. Very good goal. Yeah, man. King, Topi, English, Guthrie, and Hustler. Yeah, man. Those are standout players. Standout players today. I think Jaden White also kept well. Yeah, the MBU keeper made some good save too, But he can't kick out the ball though, but he made some good save. Yeah, Kemar Foster, good goalkeeper. Yeah, he moved from Portmore to although he made a big mistake, that goal that the guy got, I think he as a goalkeeper, you have to be more aggressive than that. You have to be more aggressive. Yeah, but yeah, I hope Marcel Gill knows that he needs to speak to people. That's very important. Much respect, Fuzzy. And I know you quote unquote want to be humble, but when you take on certain position, you have to be out there in the media so people can talk to you. It's very important. Very, very important. Communication. We're learning this from some of the stuff we see within the GFF, that communication is important at this high level. Very, very important. Yeah, I'm gonna know I miss it, bro. Be honest. Miss it. Yeah. All right, so you see, I agree with the red card, Fresh got. But the man never see the player still. It was, like I said, if he had not given the red card, I would not have a problem. But, him give the red card, and yeah. I don't think the Waterhouse penalty was a penalty. I think, who Chevron Willis? Chevron Willis played for Jamaica College. He was at Portmore. He has played for the national team already as well. He's now at Arnett Gardens, and he played central midfield. So he really played well today. Yeah, man. Big up Pepe Paul. Thomas, the 2 brothers, DeAndre and I think Ricardo, played very well. I don't think that was a penalty. I think the play before that, when the keeper came out, that should have been the penalty. But the second one, I don't think that was a penalty. I think he dived. He was diving. Who are the organizers of the JPL, and why the venues wasn't taken care of in the off season? The venues are taken care of, Remember that. So Sabina Park, they couldn't play there today because of the game. They couldn't play at Stadium East because they needed to set up before, and the Champions Cup was there. They didn't want to start the league in Montego Bay, so they couldn't go there. They don't want to use the stadium because of the World Cup friendly. So there are 2 choices: Draxall or the turf. So they chose Draxall. But there was some issue, and Draxall, the government sent them back to do some checks at Draxall. And so that was done on Friday. They can't do it without the government permission. So sometimes, that's why I say sometimes we need to get as much information as possible, lest we blame the wrong persons. So they do have other venues, and when you look at it, the matches were scheduled to play at Draxall. In fact, the game should have been played from yesterday, but the Flow Cup ended up being on the Saturday, and the Champions Cup organizers asked them to move the games. So we have to bear those things in consideration, because that's the information out there. But like I said, going ahead, after this run, you'll be seeing less games on the artificial turf. But let us not fool ourselves. A lot of the fields that we see are good. Them just have grass. Them not good. Them full of grass. Having a lot of grass don't make the field good, you know, because the team still train on it. So you will see a field with a lot of grass. But if it rains and the players are training on it, yeah, and they get dry, that's a hard field to play on. It will mash up your ankle, you know. It just have a lot of grass on it. So having a lot of grass doesn't mean that the surface is smooth or level. So don't be fooled sometimes by all the grass that you see. And remember, it's not just the field. It is the security of the venue as well, to prevent spectators from getting into the venue. You understand? So Mount Pleasant will make it to the final this season. Hopefully they will get that CFU spot, and then Champions League football, like the owner been aiming for. Yeah, you know, supporting Mount Pleasant. And I think how they have restructured their team, and with a lot more new faces, I think they're gonna surprise people, because they don't have a lot of the big names. So yeah, that's Kemar Foster is the experienced keeper in the league. Yeah, man. Really? Paul Maxwell, you don't Paul Maxwell. On this we can beat you. I'm not gonna really expose the man still. I'm not gonna do that. Alright. Give you a good example. Ask him if he uses WhatsApp. If this is so, and he does a lot of, ask him if he uses WhatsApp. Ask him if he did any interview for Waterhouse before the season started. Or did he share any information with any media house who tried to get in touch with them about any player movement? They have to do better, man. They must do better. The football can't get better if they don't do these things. yeah. Leon, it is a miss of, listen, this man just passed Lamar Walker. Although, you understand me? The miss today make Lamar Walker thing last year look like nothing. I'm telling you, it was horrible. Man, Fuzzy need to speak with me. I have a few players for the under 20. Yeah. All right. Maybe you can speak to me, you know, Mr. Porter. Because you don't know, I mean, you can talk to me. Maybe you understand me. Maybe we can work through something. Yeah, but you can also speak to, I think, Rudolph Speed. Yeah, man. The first play was a penalty, not the second one. Yeah, look, Leon giving us some update on the friendly between Panama and Peru. That is 1-1. Yeah, man. Thank you so much, Lee. Really appreciate the update. Yeah, man. He's got a lot of caps for Jamaican, played for Portmore. Players find it hard to score on, and he is good on penalties. Yeah, he kept well today. People, what you mean to the referee no like Moby? Why? The man if he score the goal. If the man score the goal, Moby wouldn't be no problem, man. We have to talk about referee. Listen, if I were the referee, I would give Ati a red card for the miss. If I were the referee. But I just show him the red card and say, sorry, man, mistake. If you get a red card for that, man. Except for Cavaliers, I struggle to see any youngsters on the pitch. Did you see any? Yeah, man, Kelson came on. Remember, so Kelson came on for and Nathaniel Campbell, who came on for Waterhouse, is a youngster. as well. Yeah. Yeah, and I think Giovanni Reed is a youngster. He was at UE. I mean, that's a youngster. These guys are probably 2021. But I don't know all the players, you know. So you come talk about Portmore United now. We did talk about Portmore and about Rudolph Austin being there and then releasing a whole lot of players. So there's a complete rebuild over there. Remember Romario, we were talking about it on the last show, man. But they're not playing today, so we're not going to talk about them. Parchment is one of the worst referees in Jamaica. Me don't know how in my FIFA ref. What you talk about? No, man, what you talk about? Parchment, listen, Parchment a big referee. Me not hide on top. Me and referees don't normally get along. But Parchment a good referee. Like I said, that if he didn't give the youth the red card, I would understand. But we don't see anything wrong with the red card. But not only that, there was a penalty. It's just that he gave the wrong thing the penalty. Because the keeper did foul the man. And if he had, I think if he had probably given the penalty, he would have to give the keeper a red card. I don't know. So maybe him just go by it and then say, all right, see, let me just, 1 second ago, I never give the red card, give the penalty. So, and then go make a next mistake, let me give the penalty. I don't know. You know, Waterhouse and Mount Pleasant are they nearly men. You say that. You call them the nearly men. They're not winning anything. Boy, I'm telling you. All right, boss, we will see. Waterhouse team, the idiot. You know, I'm Maxine, but if you call him an idiot for 3 months to Waterhouse, hey, what are you? You can use some strong words, you know, when I communicate with each other, to relax, you know, man. Hey, people. Hey, it's when you come on them things, sports we are talking about, you know, we should be friendly, you know. We're supposed to can banter each other respectfully. But when we reach all our game and we see each other, we're supposed to yell, hey, Jamaica go on bad, you know. So you see when we're in them forum here, you understand me, make we spread some love and some peace because the country is not in a good place. So we have to use forums like these to really show love and show people that we may not know each other, but we can talk and respect each other and no hard feelings. You understand me? So yeah, Gani says, True Manning's Champions Cup final was played at Stadium East and the field was poor. Ball bound. I'm telling you, not because you see grass on the field, mean the field good. If the field is not sand-based, remember also that a lot of the fields are used as a training ground. You understand me? So that is part of it. All right, there you go, Sir Max. So he doesn't use WhatsApp. And listen, him not really answer phone call. So I don't really want to bring it up. So when people get in job, they need to know that this is a part of the work. That's all I'm saying. No. No, my Cowboys. You say San Diego Chargers on a charge. Brain drain. Oh boy, yeah. I saw that. Any surprises? You need to check out the NFL show on Wednesday. We're going to discuss some of these things. Yeah, man. Man, check out this player. Jaheim Burke, Jamaica, living and playing in Sweden. 20 years old. But he couldn't play for the under 20 team though, because to play in the under 20 team, you have to be born in 2000 and 2003 and onward. But I will check him out. Jaheim Burke. Fresh God. Let us jump on that. Eagle Republic. Let us jump on that. Balakar, Peso. Let us jump on that. These men are the football CIA. If you give them the name, them gonna get everything. By tomorrow, them have every stat and the players. I'm telling you. Man like Eagle Republic. Man like the leader. Man like Peso. You understand me? The man don't miss anything. Man like Fresh God, Balakar. These guys search and dig up and get all the information. Yeah, man. Enough youngsters play today in and around 16, 17, 18. Fresh God. Why never just say from 16 to 24? Was it 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24? Why never just say from 16 to 24. Yeah, and you're gonna see a lot of youngsters. But when you just wait until like the season is over, because the truth is the better youngsters are in the semifinals and quarterfinals of the league. So you will see them. I think you will see them in the league once the schoolboy season ends. And some of them are probably just getting into the teams now. So they probably have to, kind of jelly in and that kind of a thing. So look out for that. Look out for that. But you're going to see a lot of youngsters in the league, man. A lot of youngsters are going to be in the league. Like I said, Cavaliers used a couple today as well. And they have a couple more players who are in the D'Costa Cup and Manny Cup who will be coming back into their team. Arnett deserve a red card in the first half. Yeah. I didn't see the first part because I was on my way from church. Yeah. I didn't see it. You have to tell me about that one. Anybody else saw it? I didn't see it. I saw the last 10 minutes of the first half and the second half of the Arnett Gardeners game. Yeah. Yeah. All right, we're going to have on the leader, Sir Maxwell, on 2023 was given the age. Portmore is purging. Why is Benbow not in the national setup? Really? I think I don't know. I just think like Benbow time look like that's passed. I think so. I think Benbow's time may have passed, but let's see. He can probably put in some good performances, and then we'll see from there. Yeah, man. Man, it's based on what I heard. There are a lot of football pitch can be used. Such man don't want to spend no money. Cut the grass and clean them up. All right, so Roger, you have to tell me the good football fields. Tell me the good football fields that are secure in terms of if the games are played there, spectators want to go there. Tell me them. Because look at schoolboy football. You saw where the games were played. Some of the Stets, JC, same stadium is. Draxall. The point I'm making is that a lot of the fields have a lot of grass, but they are not sand-based fields. They are dirt-based fields. And when teams train on them and you go and play the under the grass, it's rough, man. It's rough. They're telling me play football, brethren. I have an in. Hold on, Sir Max. Let me get you up. Go ahead, Sir Max.
No, I said the underfoot conditions. Believe me, you might see a lot of grass, but the thing is actually rock hard here. So, and that is not very good at all for the players either. You understand? That is a definite disadvantage. I don't know if when they constructed the turf at JFF, it needs to have some method for it to be cool, because once it's cool, it can work quite good. So they need to just to cool it so it can make a difference. Because to be honest, you have to look at the aesthetics, how the thing looks. It does look better and it does give a better quality football being played.
Yeah. There you go. And you want to make sure that, listen, like they were saying, remember they want to send, there's a streaming company in Europe that bought the league. You don't want to be video in the league and you see man sit down in like all of those things are very important to the marketing of the league as well. So those factors, you have to tell me some of the fees, Roderick. And see, just a bridge. I was thinking about the term, the nearly men. No, brain drain. But you hear what you said, quote unquote. The nearly men is a funny term. You see that now? Quote unquote funny term. Brain drain, be careful now. Is it a play on words or it's actually a funny term, brain drain? Talk to me. So listen, people. All right, I think I don't know, but I think Shem Jackson is a female. I could be wrong. If you're not, you can let me know. But like even, and then Claudia is one of the person. She supports me a whole lot. We can't even have the females, even females in the chat section. The man them have no regard for Like we attacking people. So let's treat the ladies with some respect and just keep the comment. Jamaica too, Jamaica now go and good. For we come talk about sports and call people idiot and all of them things. We not gonna do that. You understand me? But make we banter, you know, because I love laugh off of people when them team lose, you know. Mr. Maxwell, what Portmore team looking like this season? Demar Rose and Shai Smith still there. Demar Rose, you know that Demar Rose have been called into the national team. I think he has replaced Kaim Paris. Yeah, so that's a good thing right there. So Demar Rose, he has been called up for the game. So he's going to be leaving, so he won't be here. Yeah. You know, for their first game. Right. And the players also did this. Did you realize that they knelt down? It wasn't Black Lives Matters. They were kneeling for a violence-free Jamaica. And I think that's a very good move by the players. And I mean, to be fair, you can see that there's some camaraderie amongst the players. You never see a lot of hostility when players were down. They were helping each other, around each other. And I think all of those things are very good to the league, for the league. So I hope it can continue. JC feel no good, but them still dominate schoolboy football over the years. What does that say about the schoolboy league? Well, some of JC's games, not all of their games are played at their field, you know, so I don't know. Yeah, man, at the Dash might be a MBU game. That is true, man. I don't know. Somebody just come and explain to me how he missed the goal. That's what I want to hear. Yeah. But go ahead, Maxwell. Put up your comment. The league need to make it mandatory.
One thing on the matter of the fields.
Yeah.
On the matter of the fields, look here. Quite some time now, every time you have an international coach coming, they make you know that if a field's not good, and especially at the youngest level, they're not going to learn to play the ball game properly. You understand? Because when these players, you know, go abroad and they get very good fields, a lot of times they keep looking, expecting certain things to happen because they have grown up on fields that are not good at all. You understand? Yeah. And it affects our development.
Yeah. I would oftentimes see that. I would oftentimes go up. Listen, I play football, a lot of football. And I'll go to venue and say, wow, grass, this noise. And when you start play ball, you see ball a bounce, I'll go over your head. You wonder what happened. You have to adjust your touch. You have to be more careful with your passes, body position. So it's not easy. So not because, and then I'll say it again. This is a televised thing. It's not just the football field itself. It is everything. The place that is situated, what it looks like on television. You know, are there houses and buildings and people come out of their bathroom and all of those things? People looking through, what does it look like when the complete video is being seen? Those things are important as well. Yeah, Mr. Porter. Yeah, man, I'm going to talk to you afterwards and see if we can work on it. Yeah. Not to be confused with different J cousin.
Management.
Yes.
Quick. Well, I don't know. What's the preview like for the matches for tomorrow? I don't know if you're going to look at that.
You know, we actually we did a preview show on Friday, you know, but I was invited, you never came on. You want to talk about those?
Oh no, I didn't get to see that one then. Oh, so you have done a preview.
Yeah, so we're just doing a score update. So we normally do the show on Fridays with you know, we normally have coaches. So Friday we had Paul Christie and Rudolph Speed, and we kind of gave score predictions for all the games and things. But you can give us your score prediction.
Sorry about that.
No, man, it's all right, man. I did send you the link, but you can give us your score prediction. Benbow time has expired, so let me just run through. Oh, he's gone. Red card, dog. So the referee did not even give a foul. Which one that? For the bicycle kick? Yeah, man, it was a foul, man. It was a foul. It was a foul. You see, we all thought hacker time was, but it's true that you can never tell. See, sport not hyping the league as much as they're hyping up schoolboy football. But you know what? Maybe after schoolboy football, the emphasis will be on the league. I don't know. Yeah. Do you know why the underfoot is rock hard? No, you know, Mister. I don't know, you know. And yeah, and Tara. Sorry, and Tara is a female. So Tara, Shem, and Claudia, Maxine, and Cheryl. Yes, when you see them people, they're brethren, you have to show the people they are females. We need to encourage them because it's sport forum and they're in it. Don't act like you know want take them on. You understand me? I don't like that. All right. Rajic said, so UDC Montego Bay. UDC, which one of the UDC field? What is the UDC field? Because the best field in Montego Bay is Catherine Hall and West Pole Park, you know. Those are the two best field in Montego Bay. Not even Jared Park. West Pole Park and Catherine Hall. And games are going to be played at Catherine Hall. I heard that Omar Reed was on the move, you know. I heard he was at, you see these players, they go to all different kind of clubs, got trained. So sometimes you have to wait and the club's not giving you any information. But I heard that he could be back at Portmore, but I heard he was released. I heard that Portmore released a lot of players and he was one of them. So I'm just waiting to see. Fresh God, did you see his name on the Jamaica football data website as one of the transfers? Portmore look like Clarendon College extension. Several CC players, past players. Yep, always. Remember that Portmore United is really Hazard, and Hazard was a Clarendon team. So you normally find the Portmore team, you know, yeah, have a lot of Clarendon College. And every now and then you'll see them have Glenmere Baller. Or go on for Josh and Allen. Josh and Allen good man, he might go and relax right now, go on easy until his time come again. Fuzzy not like the interview. There you go, Peso. You know the thing. Are you a female by gender plus biology ex-chrome? Shem Jackson. Brain Drain is asking you a question. I will leave you. And understand, Shem, that Brain Drain does this because he's classified as artificial intelligence in this forum. So what about St. George's Field? I think it's one of the best surfaces. All right, that is true. You could do it. But again, let's think about this. And I think that would be the backfield, not the field at the front, but the backfield. All right, maybe that's a field that they could use. But if they're going to use St. Sabina Park, why go to St. George's? That's what I'm saying. You understand me? And remember, we have to bear this in mind. It is COVID. And so because school is there, they're trying to use venues because remember they have to sanitize, you know. I think what would be good if you see the like what they have to pass through in terms of the Ministry of Health and the government to be able to host a game at a venue. And you see it's not easy, especially when the venue is being used or daily, like St. George's kids are going to school. So maybe some of those factors are a part of it, but that's a good suggestion. The St. George's field is a good field. Is there any company in Jamaica that can make the fields better? I heard about Mount Pleasant. What's your thoughts? You know that the guy was doing Mount Pleasant, didn't he pass away? He was helping with it down there. He was the person who did that field at Brandcourt. Forgot his name. I think he passed away a couple of years ago. But he did a very good job with that field that Sporting Central used to use called Brandcourt. And he was the one who was working on the fields at Mount Pleasant, you know. I think his name is Brandon Murray. I don't want to call the wrong name, but I don't know. Maybe somebody from Clarendon can help me. I think that is his name. But I heard that he was very good at doing these things and he would go around and help people. So there are persons in Jamaica who have the expertise, but do people have the money? Management, the gentleman who can speak about the fees, can you bring him back on here? All right, I'll do that. And I will bring you on here, Mr. Porter, so you can tell them how they can get the best out of the fields that they have. What they can do to get the best out of the field. Maybe we need to, Mr. Porter, I need to interview you next week. So we're going to line up that and you can tell us what you do in Canada, how you get the fields to look so good and pristine and level and not bumpy and all. We need to talk to you. So maybe some of the people who are running the fields out here can hear you and do those things. That's what you need to do, Mr. Porter. You have all the knowledge. And you don't need to get a job. Come and share some of the information on the platform. Oh, there you go. The website had no transfer. Management. Okay. You did that already. Greenfield Stadium. Where is Greenfield Stadium? Greenfield? I don't know this one. I don't know the Greenfield Stadium. Where is Greenfield? Or is it this? Is the stadium in Trelawney called Greenfield? That they build for cricket is Shrewsbury. Kemar Beckford is at Veer. And so is Francois Swaby. Yeah, I agree with that, Mr. Porter. I have to be media savvy. Yeah, they're still using Draxal. So the whole philosophy of Mount Pleasant is, I understand that their thing is that they're not going to bring National League to their school campus. So what they're building up there is just for that purpose. They don't want to bring football, like National League, especially with spectators up there. So the fees that have been completed now are the fees for their academy, and they want to keep it that way. I think they have 3 fees up there. Yeah, Brandon Murray. Yeah, I think he's a person who he has helped a lot of people, Brandon Murray, to do their fields in Jamaica and thing. I think Arnett Gardens have a good feel as well. The problem I think with Arnett Gardens is how it will look without spectators. Like when you don't have it, because with Arnett Gardens, when you have a packed stadium, great. Same thing with Waterhouse. When you don't have any spectators, what are you going to see? Outside of the field, what is the surrounding like? That's number one. Number 2 is, will you be able to stop spectators from going there? What is the security of the venue like for these games when Arnett Gardens is going to be playing? Our stuff will play. You understand me? I think they put it in places where it's hard for people to get there. And I think that was one of the reasons why initially they put a stop on Draxal. Okay. Yeah. See somebody saying that, oh, yeah, I heard that he died. Yeah, right. Okay, he was killed. Yeah. That's his name. Okay, so I did get the name right. All right, he built the Sporting Central field. I didn't like, this is the next thing again. This was such a, let me give you something, all right? There used to be a field in Montego Bay in a place called Anchovy, called Nature Village Farm. Anybody from Montego Bay, and if you went to Anchovy High School, the people, they would know that field. In fact, Seba used to play there. I think it was Rene Simoes who came here and he took the Reggae Boys down there once and said, it is the best field ever. It's like in a valley. I don't know what happened to it, but getting down there would be very difficult. Now, the thing with fields in Jamaica, you know, they're hard to maintain, you know. It's hard to maintain and keep them up when they're not making money off them. That's what is happening to that stadium down in Trelawney. No money is being made. And I said to them, you know, we should not have built a stadium down there. We should have developed one of the fields that we had already. Make one of the fields that were like, I don't know, you could have chosen a field in Clarendon that already hosts a lot of games, or a field in Westmoreland, or a field in Portland or St. Thomas. find a field that was already operational and working and they spend the money there than to rebuild or than to build something from scratch. That there was not a lot of activity because Village never used to play there. So now you build it and there's Trelawney wasn't a dominant cricketing place as well. You want to build cricket, you have to go over St. Elizabeth, and if you want to build a cricket stadium, you have to do it at St. Elizabeth. Cricket place St. Elizabeth every single day. You have to go St. Elizabeth and Manchester and them places. That is my thought still. Okay. Look at this. Somebody says Courtney and Brandon Murray. Brand Court. Hey, you know that I never know this? Big up Barrington. #71. Hey, you're a genius. I did not know that. I did not know that. There is also another person by the name of Delisa. Delisa is a coach, man. Isn't this a guy that they call Pencil? Who is a coach? I think so. Oh, Catherine Hall. The upgrade. Yeah. Yeah, man. So games are going to be played at Catherine Hall. Remember that Catherine Hall was being used as a COVID field hospital, you know. Yeah, water, and field management. I'm telling you. Fresh God. Him gone. Talk nice, Coach Duki. Pesson, you love trouble the man themselves. Trelawney. Oh, it's called Greenfield. I didn't know that it was called Greenfield, you know. Brendan says, Devon have been hiding from some reason. He has took away himself for some time. No. Oh, Devon has been hiding. Why are you hiding, Devon? Yeah, I heard that no fans in the Mexico match. I don't know. I don't know. Because recently the Prime Minister said, listen, no more lockdown, no more thing. Basically, hey, when you do what you want to do. Who dead that? He never said those things. But basically, what I extrapolated from that is that, listen, no more lockdown. Who dead, who live. Who don't take the vaccine. So if that is the case, make people go to match. That's just me. You understand me? You know, that's not good. Let me be. I don't want people to say I'm giving crazy advice, you know. It's called Greenfield. Yeah, Greenfield is in Trelawney. Okay. I never know it was called Greenfield. That's what the stadium is called? Where they had built for the Cricket World Cup. It's called Greenfield? I thought it was called the Trelawney Multipurpose Stadium, you know, but it's Greenfield. Okay. Clarkstone is right in Clarkstone. Yeah, man. I've been there before. Yeah, man. Cavalier's number 10 is he's the person they call Dwayne Atkinson. Busy. So yesterday, for example, the Mr. Dimension was saying that this KC footballer Pearson is the most technical player in schoolboy football and all of that. And he should be in the national team. Remember that when Busy Atkinson was at KC, and Busy Atkinson is around 19 or 20 right now. How old is Busy? Around 19 or 20. Pearson is around 18 going to 19. And Busy was the star, not Pearson, and Pearson was there. Not even starting. Oh, cricket field poor. I think Mount Pleasant had brought someone from England to work on their field. Yeah, after Brandon Murray, but Brandon Murray was the person who initially started today. The games, both games ended 2-1 in favor of Cavaliers and Waterhouse. Yeah. Yeah. So the academy at Mount Pleasant is separate, and they're trying to keep like professional football away from the like spectators, away from their academy. Yeah. Trelawney Multipurpose Stadium, Greenfield, where they watch. Oh, okay. So it's the same place. Okay. All right. Freedom Vlog FC. Thanks. So will Mount Pleasant be building a separate field, or they will be working on Draxal? Gadish, you know, some feel like Gadish is a Naktai is a sentient man, you know, and him know what go on, you know. I listen. I think that the Mount Pleasant board are people, because you'd realize that there are building stands and they stop. When you see those things, you can tell that there must be some issues with the ownership and the leadership of the parish, either at the football level or something, because these guys were putting up lights and changing the whole thing, and they stop. So when you see these things, you know that there are other factors. You see this football thing and money, when money get involved, good people. A banker one told me in a meeting saying that, listen, in the bank is honest people normally thief, because they don't normally hire thieves. Because, and the point the person was making is this: if you don't keep account of even the honest people, they will end up doing dishonest things. It's when money get involved and power, it sometimes mess up progress. And I think we may be seeing that why Draxal complex has not gotten bigger. That's all I would say on that matter. Brandon Morris studied landscape engineering at Erskine. Oh, I didn't know that. Hey, Lida Conan, you have this information. Oh man, that's the next. You see, this is somebody that we should not. I mean, I don't even know how he died. How we lose a person, because he seemed like he was a very young person. Lose a person like this, man. There you go, people. So big up the ladies in the chat: Claudia, Tara, and the one that Brain Drain has just like Maxine. 4: Maxine, Claudia, Tara, and Shem. Respect. Yeah, they're building 3 fields, but they're building one for their training and one for their academy games, and one is a different kind of turf. Because they're going for going to Bronx League instead of going to maybe yes, maybe no. Oh, okay. When did this happen? When did this happen, Lee? I don't know. Yeah, I want to know, Clarendon people, what happened to Sporting Central Field and what happened to a field called Woodside? I remember when I used to go and watch Galaxy play at Woodside. That was a very nice field. And a field named Kirk Vine. Anybody remember a field named Kirk Vine? Yeah. Here's the next one, people. What them build field all a Sligo field still? I never see that one yet still. I can't even talk about it. Anybody know about the stadium in Sligoville? Why them build stadium at Sligoville? You couldn't do it somewhere. Listen, you couldn't develop Freddie Nita Park. Why you never develop Freddie Nita Park? I don't know. Maybe it is 2 different timelines. Why would you build? What was happening in Sligoville for you to put a stadium around here? These are the things that I don't understand. I don't understand. Fresh brain drain. There is a place called Anchovy in St. James. In fact, there's a high school called Anchovy High School. It's when you are exiting Montego Bay, I think, and you finish the hill, you know, if you head into Western Jamaica, what that hill is called, I think, Long Hill. Yeah. It is a community right there. So don't talk about the people in the community of food brain drain when they get themselves in problems. Mind there's a lawsuit. Man, it's not hard. It's not that hard to maintain. The problem is you cannot play and train on the same field day and day. But that's what I'm saying, Mr. Porter. Jamaica don't have a lot of space to train on one place. Where Waterhouse going to train and play. Where Arnett Garden is going to train. Arnett Gardeners would have to train at like Charlie Smith Field. So they would have to build out Charlie Smith Field really good and leave their field for games. And Boys Town would have to find. You understand me? So it's Cavalier Garden is probably going to have to. I don't know if Denham Town, because remember, like even some of the school teams used the fields. Yeah, the Steps field always in good condition. I am wondering what kind of undersurface, if it is a sand base, because like Draxall, they recently resurfaced Draxall. And Draxall, for example, has its own water. So what they have done at Draxall, because their water bill, I can tell you this, the water bill out there was very expensive. So what they have done at Draxall is they built out the old field. So now they have a field to train on, and then on certain days they train on the match field. But the match field has its own drainage, and it has its own sprinkler system that comes on whether someone is there. And they have bought tanks and all of those things for catchment of rainwater, so they don't have to depend on water commission, because that was costing them a lot of money. Remember now, if you're not in the Premier League and earning money, how are you going to keep water in your field? Water and them things is very expensive. I know you're saying it's not easy, Mr. Porter, but this is Jamaica. And money short. What man is cricket at Kingston sing, man? Sure. I used to go Sabina Park and even went to Trinidad for a match. What are you talking? No, man. When you talk about cricket, Claudia, we're going to tell you something. When you talk about cricket, St. Elizabeth is the cricket parish. Allow me to tell people. St. Elizabeth is the place, man. People says, what's this, the Trelawney Stadium? People, when last you go down to the people in place? Why do you love talk things? People, when last you go down there? When last have you gone to the stadium in Trelawney? I think they should just call it the Usain Bolt Stadium and see if Usain Bolt probably can. Why they don't sell it to Usain Bolt? Yeah, man, waste money in Sligoville Stadium. Oh, yes, Greenfield. Tourism and cruise ship expansion is driving the no more lockdown. Yeah. I hear Port Royal have a lot of cruise ships coming on. Arnett played the whole of the ball. All right. Really? And yeah, they had more possession than Cavalier Surreal. Brain drain, I am not hiding, but in life you can't become common. Sometimes you have to take time out for yourself, my brother. All right. In life, you cannot become common. So brain drain. Oh, you know, super chat that. You normally super chat wise comments, you know. Brain drain. Fresh God, you have to be like, you have to tell me what comments to put up, because they money are grown anchovy. Anybody in the chat from anchovy? Because the money might tell me that anchovy is a place, and there's a high school called Anchovy High School. In fact, I think there was a season, you know, when they were going to do really good in the 90s, one of those years, and they put off the competition. The competition ended abruptly. Yeah, Anchovy. Big school, man. Big school. I'm getting some good info here. Let me get. Whoa, I'm so far behind in the comment section. All right. Let me just run through. Barkley definitely more technical than Pearson. There you go. It's just that Barkley is Pierce. Barkley definitely more technical than Pearson. It's just that Barkley is more. Pearson is more talked about. I think that's what you mean. Yeah. I agree with you totally. I keep telling them that. He was shot. Oh, wow. So unfortunate. The Mount Pleasant owner was going to invest in Jackson, but they never want him to take over the main football field in the area. Yeah, and the field is also owned by the parish council. And all right, so one of the things I know is that he wanted to have exclusive right, and they wanted other people to play. They want other competitions to play on the field, so that all of those things kind of halted some of the plans. And this is the thing with Jamaica, you know. Jamaica is a problem. You know, like you will see something and nobody doing anything about it. And the moment a person start making it look better, everybody come. Every arm of government come and be problems. That is why some things don't get completed. We need to stop that. Yeah. Kirkvine. Yeah, man. Kirkvine used to be a good field back in the days, and Sligoville was a gift. So what I want to know, Lloyd O'Connor. So it was a gift from the Chinese. So the Chinese says, we want to gift you a stadium. You can't tell them where to put it. Why would I'm saying all I'm saying, you know, is that take the gift. But what was the reasoning for it being in Sligoville? Tell me, I don't know, you know. Tell me one sporting team in any sporting discipline or a sporting person that comes out of Sligoville that would build a stadium there. That's all I'm asking. Why not put it in Jarrett Park? Somewhere else, Lynch Park, find a field that already plays a lot of football and all of those things. That's just my opinion, though. Woodside no good again. Very rundown. You see it? One more field that again. It's just like Frome. Frome was always a very good field. Trust me, you don't want to see it. You know what I want people to do? If you're in any of these areas, I'd love for you to take some pictures of these fields, the Brancourt, the Woodside, the Kirkvine, the Mile Gully field, the Frome field, and send me some pictures so I can put them up and say, just take the pictures, WhatsApp them to me, and I can show people what some of these fields look like. When there's no football there, there's no money to maintain the fields. See Shem Jackson, Woodside and Sporting Central were not used, and hence they were not maintained. Yeah, man, it's one. School football, only 3 months. They can form an affiliation with the necessary schools. Yeah, and the schools, you understand me? You train at the schools. Yeah, I really like the promotion of the JPL. Positive move, good work, management. Thank you, Sir Campbell. You watch the games today. What are your thoughts on the game, Mr. Campbell? What are your thoughts on the game today? Is the National Stadium field is the best field in the country? Is it the best? You know, all right, let me tell you what I know. I remember when the Flow Cup was played at Sabina Park, and the pitch, there had not been any cricket, but I'm telling you, the ball was moving on that field at Sabina Park, you know, except for the pitch in the middle still. But I would say right now, I would say that maybe it's a national stadium when it is in good condition, because it's not every time it is in good condition. The Panama match, it was not in good condition. Yeah, Jarrett Park should have been renovated. Historical. There you go. Like when the Chinese says we want to build a stadium, why we never upgrade Jarrett Park? Stuff like that. But sometimes they know what politics is, they want it in them constituency. That's the problem sometimes. So they sent an FA stop Mount Pleasant from building on drugs, so they could keep it on this book. I tell you that this man is from St. Anne, you know. You hear him talking? He is from St. Anne. He's from St. Anne. So tell me what go on, college, because you're trying get me in problem. I'm afraid of lawsuits. A be lawsuits going out right now. And Brain Drain say he ain't gonna be my lawyer, man. So I don't know. Man is man, we can go back to the well system and have your own water. We live in a tropical country. Lack of water is a lame excuse. Mr. Porter, Jamaica gets so evil every year drought there St. Elizabeth. You hear? Listen, Mr. Porter, you need to come to Jamaica now, Mr. Porter. Obviously, you have not been here long. Here's what happened in Jamaica, Mr. Porter. Your drought or your flood out. That's how Jamaica is now. No tropical nothing. Mr. Porter, things get so bad in Jamaica, and I kid you not, that all rivers are dry up. Jamaica get evil, Mr. Porter. So the Jamaica we used to see where rain come and flow up river, all the river them are dry up. No joke. No joke. Rivers are drying up. So it is not a lame excuse. You know how much farmers use billions collectively in St. Elizabeth and Manchester because of consistent droughts. States 1/25 Headley Cup, not to mention the Ireland Trophy. Therefore, St. Elizabeth is a factory of cricket. There you go. Factory, Claudia. Claudia, if you know the Delisa family from Harbourview who went to Excelsior, the brother Richard is a very qualified to develop and maintain football field. I need to find out if he was part of the whole Harbourview field setting up. Oh, Shem Jackson, I think she's giving me the year when the league stopped, 1997. Thank you. Man is one. A lot of rich people is in Jamaica because football is not marketable as a business where investors can invest in it. So until then, people with money will not invest in the product. All right. You know what, people, let me tell you this. You know that a lot of people, track and field is doing better than football. And how many times a year even the athletes complain? People don't invest. The 10% who are wealthy in Jamaica, only 1% out of the 10% who are wealthy like sports. I'm telling you that. Oh, there you go. Claudia telling us that the listeners were involved in the Harbourview thing. JPL need to reconstruct their infrastructure to compensate the league. All these pitch should have been looked at in the off season and make necessary adjustment. True. You have a valid point there. Valid point there. Yeah, good discussion. I like these things now because I like suggestions. 2 games played in the JPL already. Yes. Arnett Gardens played, I think played very well. And they equalized and then they allowed Cavaliers to score back in the dying moments and they lost 2-1. But very good performance by them. And MBU United took the lead against Waterhouse. And then they lost. No, they equalized, but they lost 2-1. As soon as they scored, Waterhouse got a penalty and won the game by 2-1. Okay, so what you're saying is that they called all the shot, did not endorse the project, and it became a white elephant. Okay, so, I see what you mean. So they decided that they were going to put the field in Sligoville. Hey, this thing is crazy. So you say you want to give me a field and you're going to choose where to put it and nobody is going to use it. Oh, jeez. All right. Russies used to have the best field during my playing days. Yeah. Because now Russies have, all right. So if you know, if any of you know Russies, right? Russies have a field right across from the school. That's where they play their games now. But they have a next field before you get to the school, the main school, that they can train at. So those things are what you need. Like a lot of school, that's why St. George's field is so good, because they have one field. When it rains, they don't have to train on the main field. You need a training field different from your match field. That's how you're going to maintain good quality fields. proper field will cost hundreds of millions of dollars. It is not happening. I agree with your brain drain. I think we need to take on what, like, I see in America, like you have the AT&T Stadium, you have the, if you have big corporate companies and say, listen, you can name the stadium after your company. For example, you can call one of the telecommunications company and say, this is the Digicel Stadium. And then their thing is they own that, but they're going to ask you, how are they going to earn? You have to have revenues coming in from that. So maybe that's a way to go ahead and doing it, where some of these corporate companies can invest, because what they invest in will be named after their company. We have Coach Devon, who is going to be joining us. Stadium are the worst field. I don't agree with you, Mr. Porter.
Management.
Yeah, man.
I'm just here for a short word.
Yeah, man. Go ahead.
That comment that Brain Drain just made about playing surface, it's gonna cost millions of dollars.
Yeah.
When you speak of St. George's and Russies, that's exactly what we need. You cannot play and train on the same surface day in, day out. You will never have good surfaces. Jamaica is a sunny place. It doesn't matter how much water you water the field. It can become green and lush, but the underfoot, as you mentioned, is very, very hard. How many fields in Jamaica have been aerated per year? Maybe none. Okay?
How
Fields
many
have
fields in
to
hold on, how many fields in Jamaica have been what, Mr. Porter?
aerated.
Air rated.
Yes.
You have to explain to us, because
Aerated
yeah, man.
mean you have an equipment that you drive over the field that punches holes into the field to give the field oxygen. Just like how your body needs oxygen.
Okay.
Okay? So the field has to breathe. Then you have another equipment, another machine called a verticutter. What a verticutter does is that when the field becomes, when you cut the field, the clippings from the fields, you're not supposed to leave them on the field. You can cut and vacuum. And if you can't vacuum it, get manpower and rake it off. Because that clippings from the field, when you wet it, the sun come and dry, it builds up a thing underneath the grassroots called thatch. Okay? So once thatch is built up underneath the root of the grass, it won't get to breathe, so the grass won't get any oxygen. And this is what is happening to the fields in Jamaica.
All right, Mr. Porter,
They
here's
get
what I
hard.
want to do. You maybe listen to the show because there's a feedback when I talk. I don't know if you're playing it on the phone, but here's what I want you to do. And people need 10 thumbs up if you think this is a good plan. Mr. Porter, I want to do a show with you, and it is called, all right, Inexpensive Way to Maintain and Upgrade Your Playing Surface. And we talk for a couple of hours, and you give advice and talk about these things. Talk about the equipment. Talk about the need. Because listen, I never know the field need oxygen. And if you punch hole in the field and them thing there. You understand? These things are foreign. I'm very sure that half of the people in the comment section never know that the field need oxygen.
Yeah, because I work with the city of Toronto.
Yeah, but because that is your job. Half of us don't know. Half of us don't know those things. The man them just have a look man in the community, and them know say him responsible for get him hose and water the field, and him get him lawnmower and cut the field, and him get him rake and rake up the field. That's it. So we need somebody with the information to come on and share. So you have the information. So let's put a show together where we say, listen, we advertise it and we're going to talk about how inexpensive ways, because it's not cheap, it's just inexpensive. An inexpensive way to upgrade and maintain your playing surface. Because maybe if people get some of this information, at least it will help until we get the right thing. But critical to this is what you said earlier. They have to find a way to have a separate training surface.
Okay, that's true. And bottom line, there's a gentleman who teaches the turf management course at Wazoo University of Washington State. Who doesn't know what Wazoo is? Okay, and his definition is: in order for you to have a good playing surface, you have to destroy it to create it.
Yeah.
That's his terminology. That means you have to destroy it, you have to dig it up to create what you want. But as you say, we need to have an interview, and I'll come on and I will go in depth, because it's the information is not for me alone. It's for me to share with the whole Jamaica, because
So
we want
people,
better for Jamaica.
if you want Mr. Porter to come on and share that, please just let me know and we can arrange and make it happen. All right. Fresh God is letting Brain Drain is letting you know. Yep, Google agrees that aerated is essential for proper field maintenance.
Thank you, Brain Drain. You're doing some homework.
No, he's doing some Google work.
Yeah.
He's doing
All
some
right.
Google work.
I still keep in tune with the show, and I'm in the background. Oh,
Yeah, man. All right. Yeah, man. All right, Sam. So we'll work that out, Mr. Porter, and then we can share the information with the people, because I think that is it. At least if people get the information, they can, you understand me, they can start at least making some changes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and make their feels better. But thank you so much for jumping on, and like I said, we will talk and work that out. Kiapo Sambo
No
says
problem.
Winchester Park, St. George's Home is a good field. Yeah, because again they have two. Yeah. Can it be? It could be. I think global warming is part of it, but for Brain Drain, I'm telling you, the evil I think is also a part of it. Global warming is. To Tara, there you go. I agree with you. Jay said that they would build out 2 more turf pitches across the island using the FIFA grant. Check on that, man. Yeah, they are going to, but these are, the problem with this is that it will be the same kind of surface that is at the Captain Horace Burrell Center. We are saying out because those surfaces are not supposed to be used consistently. So even if they are doing that, there needs to be investment on grass surfaces. Because remember, I don't think you can play World Cup qualifiers on these turfs, I don't think so. And there are certain players who don't play international games on them. It's not best field in Jamaica. It have too much sand, and that is why after halftime the pitch is torn up and look like crap. Okay. CC Sports Lab, welcome.
Yeah. I not tell the man, I reverse field, brother.
Which field is the best field?
Which field is the best field?
Yeah.
Right now, the best field that I've seen played on, and it's just mark you, the pitch is there, but it's a Bayana Park in terms of like playing, like is the best field I see. Football, meaning that the ball I run. I ain't on a bubble and the man now stepping on a hole on the pitch and them look at something there. It's Sabina Park. It's just that Sabina Park is a cricketing ground. So the pitch in the middle you can see that, but stadium But then again, the thing is, man, all of the fields them are deteriorate. Remember I tell you about the outside field, me I mention it. I think the last time
I play at outside already,
Last time, remember your man, because I think we have a game against Dunoon around there. I would have lose 1-0 and everybody I walk out of the stadium when Eddie Parks kick in the free kick after the trainer pass on the outside. Then time that the DJ play fit Dunoon too.
Holloway.
Not even remember if I saw him name.
Yeah, man. Kibaki Holloway.
Yeah, Kibaki. Yeah. So there was good feel under the client and good. Let me tell you, even further need part did good. There were good fields, man, as in good fields. So Sporting Central field probably still good, but it's just something that Glenmere uses it. Glenmere,
Okay.
yeah.
All right, let me give you a next one. And Christopher Wright is saying what I was saying earlier. Part of the problem with Draxal is this. A lot of the fields are owned by parish council or by the sugar companies, which is what happened with Frome, because there was a plan to upgrade Frome, but Frome was sold to the Chinese and that caused big problems. Now it turned in a cow pasture.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's a cow pasture now. It's like, you would not believe that it is a Frome. I'm telling you, the same thing with like Brooks, I think, what's the name? Brooks Park. Brooks Park is in where Mile Gully used to play. And when somebody said that when New Green Football Club wanted to take it over to fix the field and so on, all we asked for from the parish council, they said no, Last Piece still use it, but it run down. And this is the issue sometimes. The whole politics in the football mess up progression.
No, I never said them now. They won't feel no fresh guy, but Glenmere, a brand court them used to play. Glenmere feel no good, brother. We know this.
And
brand court them used to play.
Here, Claudia bring up a next point. She said, how about you have been searching for the land to build a training field like DV tell you, man, and the government, bad mind, is holding them back. So good luck to others. The other thing is that, listen, this is the next thing. Getting even land. Like, where how about you going to build a field? A training field. Unless they're going to team up with like Donald Quarry. They used to use flour mills one at a time. So there's a lot of problems out there, you know. Lot of issues out there.
Brother, the man, them, I don't know. It's like, but even so with the Frome thing and them turn it in a cow pasture. A joke business.
Yeah. Yep.
Fresh guy say no longer dirt track cause me know a dust ball then more did have. Then I have
Dust ball?
Yeah, but them have a dust ball. A brand court they used to play. Then they never have no field.
Yeah.
Even Klein and College field never so 100 at one point and then them fix it. But I'm still not sure if but they fixed it and they were playing at Turner's.
Ashanine Stadium were top fields. Okay. Monroe High middle field. You see it again, more than one fields. You have to have more than one fields.
You have to have more than one fields, man. But even so, I think FIFA have that as one of them things. What I'm tell you, say you need to have like a training ground and then a match field. But even so, management, the national, when the JFF, they even build a stadium. We even own a stadium.
Yeah. Somebody's asking about, there are two fields in Clarendon, the juicy field in Tollgate.
Juicy field or something, man. The same field, man.
Brand Court,
man.
Okay.
Mr. Murray.
I tell people, say, I see him Brand Court and the name Juicy
Brand Court,
right
man.
Right train line.
Yeah. Right back at Juicy. Right.
Yeah, man.
Across from the farm.
What about this other one that they use recently? I think Clarendon and Glenmere played there.
Who that?
They just used a new field in Clarendon recently.
Foga.
What's the name of the field?
I'm not so sure. Fresh guy have to tell you. Foga.
It's not a school. It's a school field.
It's a school field, man.
No, man, it's not Juicy Field, man. What's the name of the field?
That's a Brand Court, my boss said about Juicy Field. Juicy beef, the right at the front. When you, as a matter of fact, let me tell you how it goes. Juicy beef out at the front, bro, and you drive go down at the field. The farm is across from the field. Brand Court. The field, unless you feel a Brand Court, the field, Brand Court. I
But
don't Sporting Central play.
Sporting Central used to play a brand court, you know. When I always ask people when I see them as Juicy the field, them say no, a two different field. I don't know, you know, because I really come from Clarendon still. But we know brand court because I played at brand court already.
Yeah, but the man brand court is alright. Brand court is different from Josie. Josie not a field. So whoever go tell me that Josie Beef have field down there, so I just see him at one field. But you know, man's at Clarendon Park, the field there, brother.
Clarendon Park, yeah.
Clarendon Park.
Yeah, Clarendon
Park. So the man go tell me we come from Clarendon, say Josie Field and brand court different. Me don't know because a brand court, but Sporting Central player, but a brand court, when him there, we play one game down there. I think we play Peter's Field down there.
And a four got the field name, man. The field have a next name, man.
It have a next name, but a Foga school play there.
What them call the field? Many if you know them call the field, man.
I'm not sure what the field
That's not the name it was called.
Oh, when they were using it?
There was a field in Clarendon that a match was played at. And it's a different name. Somebody said it's two different fields. That brand court is different from Juicy Field.
Mannings, a two field did it, but one of the field the man them train pan and one the man them play match pan. They see him, boy, I don't know.
Somebody saying that, Mr. Porter is saying that, what about the Versailles Stadium in Clarendon? Used to be a good field. I don't know the field, you know. And they are saying that there's one behind Juicy and one across the train line. So Brand Court is behind Juicy, brother. Juicy is on the other side. That's what they are saying.
But unless the man them bring up one look bush field, brother, like you know them look
no,
field. You know them look field the way.
So hey, like it be a confusion because now this person that say same Brand Court and Juicy, they call it Juicy Field because it's right behind Juicy Patties.
The man ever say me no know Brand Court the right behind Juicy Beef. So if Juicy Beef have a field across the other side of the road or whatever them have a field, that is no established field. I'm sure of that. But I know that there's two fields around there. One of the I know say a two field over there. One name Brand Court and whatever the other one name you can call it with name.
All right, Fresh God said, listen, a two different field management. My father just tell me that Brand Court is different from Juicy Patty Field, sir.
Brand Court,
one on the left and one on the right.
But then that management, but me I say is you have two field back of it. Me never know where the other one name, but me know say Brand Court the right behind Juicy Beef.
I don't know, but I know that Brand Court field was good. I don't know.
You know
that CC, you know that Juicy field have no stands, you know. Brand Court used to have stands, you know. The iron stands, them, you know. So two different field. That me remember say Brand Court did have the makeshift stands them. But me never see that over Juicy Field. Juicy Field have stands.
What manage me I tell you say.
No, me ask you if Juicy Field have stands.
One of the field them not a name. And now me I find out say a field have name.
No, Brand Court. What I'm saying to you is that Brand Court have stands. That me sure about. That Brand Court have stands. So I don't know if they move them, but they used to have these iron, the metal stands around the field. I don't know if they, but I know that over by Juicy, I don't know the Juicy Beef. When we see it on TV, because I've never been there, I've never seen stands, so I don't know.
I mean, tomato, but the other field, Brand Court are the newer field still, you know.
Nah, man. Brand Court with the stand of the original field.
No, I mean as in them.
Somebody saying that there's a new field right at the driving area at the bridge. Which bridge? Maypen Bridge? There's a new field in Maypen? Hey, Clarendon people have to answer this. I don't know Clarendon. I don't long me go Clarendon. There's a new field at the bridge in Maypen.
How much bridge? How more than one bridge than me?
Which one of the bridge, them Lenworth? We just assume that business people don't like sport. If they are addressed and approached formally, we could see results. For example, Mr. Leach and Joe Bagnadovic, those kind of people, even Usain Bolt.
We now assume nothing money is man. Some of them time man never understand. Some people don't like certain things, but that money some people deal with. If money in it, yes, if it make money, then we do it. That don't mean to them like the sport. If you ask Manning's man, Arsenal owner, which one him like? NFL or basketball or association football. Where you think I go? Where you think
Yeah, Riverside. Where's Riverside? Yeah, man. Riverside is a Fogofi name Riverside.
I don't even know.
It's a whole too much field there, Clarendon, man, and all confused and not even know the field there, man.
But Mannings, remember, say Foga are not even 10-year-old now. So feel the run them place they all are recently them thing they dig up. You see me?
All right. Fresh God telling you. Yes, man is man. True. Brancourt have iron stands. Juicy have one big wall behind the goal at the entrance of the field. Two different field, man.
Then a two field around it, but Mannings. A two field around there. Everybody know a two.
All right, is the same person.
Semantics the man them get into. A two field around the Mannings.
Okay.
Ask them at the two field. Just ask them what the two field. If one has space and one.
Yeah, man. Bless up Owen. Yeah, but like I think, Richard, listen, I know that they are business persons. They have been approached, brother, even in track and field. I'm telling you, and they don't support track and field a whole lot. They don't. And this has been a long time. Even when teams are doing successful, they don't. I know that some people will, but I will say it again. The majority, the wealthy people in Jamaica, if it is 10% of the population is wealthy, then only 1% of that. The people who give to sport are not the wealthiest enough. It is those who are just above, like middle class, but they're not in the wealthiest category. Especially when it comes on to football, because I think like football is a kind of sports that, and I always say this, listen, if a person see a youth with a tennis racket and a youth with a football boots in his hand, he will go pick up the youth with the tennis racket. If a man see a man with a cricket bat and a football boots, he will pick up the man with the cricket bat in his hand.
Yeah, I think them have football as the I don't know. It seems to me like football are the sports where them have as it is like it depends on the lesser in terms of the ladder. If right now a badminton, CC Sports Lab. Same name like what you see coming up one time on my channel. Yeah. Something I say, if you notice, all badminton, if a man see a badminton player, he murder. I take up a badminton player.
Yeah.
The classism thing management. Football is so low on the class, so you know really.
Yeah, but all right, I'll give you an example. Like you notice the people who support sports, like in corporate Jamaica, who run companies, they actually played sports in school. Cause I say Webby did sports in school, you know. Chris Williams did sports in school. These guys did Champs and Manning Cup. You understand me? So they came through the system. So that's why I think sometimes. But you know, like I said, maybe sometimes it is how the people are approached. I tell people that one thing with wealthy people, you know, they don't like. Hey, people, sometimes, sorry, here. Sometimes I say some things and the comment them distract me.
Man, they say we not keep up with Clarendon and so take my name.
What is it? What them say CC don't even parish. One field over the Jelly Walk and one field behind Juicy Patty, brother.
Glenworth doing it. If the one on name Juicy Patty Field. Juicy Patty Field probably only use the business house, brother. Or them look of foolishness.
No man, Juicy Patty Field use y'all that Costa Cup match already, man. We are talking about
Me no know, me never, I never
what
went
I'm saying to you. What I'm saying to you, it is Brancourt that they don't use a lot now, you know.
But me I tell you,
Juicy Patty Field get to use last 2019 them use Juicy Patty Field.
But me I said to you, me never go a Juicy Patty Field at a Doncaster Cup match.
What?
Watch Clarendon College I play at Brancourt.
Brancourt? Christopher. No, the link is here, Christopher, right? You don't see it pinning up. The link is dropped and pinned, man.
But then I tell you, man, say a 2 field round there. Money come like them just 1 year. All right, here what? 2 field is around there. 2 field. 1, 2 field. Me see a 2 field. Man,
must keep up with yeah, school is different from professional. Yeah, that is true too. They probably support school, but not, you know, because school is not really involvement in school. Football is not business. CC, you're wrong, brother. 2 different fields. Just give up, no CC.
No, sir, I'm 2 different field, man. I 1 field. I'm not here when I'm here, so I 1 field. Continue hearing what you want to hear.
And this is the next one. The rich people rather buy a house, brother, than sponsor. That is true, man. The people really have money and that they want to do. True. All the fish pan them over the side where Brancourt, the brother. May I tell you, say it's 2 different places, man. It's 2 different places, CC. So all right, CC, when you go to Brancourt, did you sit in stands?
If I sit in a stand?
Did you see any stand?
Stand did I, but I not sit in a stand.
But you went there yourself. I tell you, Froome and Glenmore, I think, play a match at Brancourt. But Froome play over by a lot of matches play over by Juicy. At Juicy they have been using recently.
But me I tell you say, well, Mannings, when me go, man them say when me go, them say a Brancourt. So I'm gonna go Sporting Central match, so I don't know.
Claudia, see why? That's why the people that get trouble sometimes. Yeah, Owen, bless up. I know a lot of upper class from prep school and high school who were very good in football, but they never looked at it as a profession. Yep. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. So Brancourt was Sporting Central homegrown. Yeah, man. Football is a business. These deep pocket men are businessmen. A person like Leachin should get more involved in Portland football. He could even develop Lynch Park and Carter Park. I'm telling you. Listen, these guys. All right, don't tell me. Listen, brother. They are businessmen. They can come up. You don't have to show them. They can buy the property. This is Jamaica. We can tell you this. Real estate in Jamaica, the price of real estate is always going up, brother. So they can buy it and invest, brother. Then buy other things. Then buy the beaches, them. So they can come up with business plans. If these guys have links with tourists and things, they can do sport tourism in the places. So I think they can do better. I think they can do better, brother.
Yeah, they say Brancourt stop use before my got match. So I guess when in the Sporting Central, they play with Josie B field. As Josie
no,
B
man,
much
Sporting
No, man, I tell you,
play.
man, that Joseph Bayfield more Sporting Central player. Obviously.
Okay, all right. So you watch Sporting Central when Donovan Duke was there?
I watch
Or when
Sporting
Vassy Reynolds
Central
was there?
when Andre Blaker played for Sporting Central.
No, man, I ask you who was the coach. Donovan Duke when Javon Watson and Winter and all of those guys were there. They were playing at Brancourt. In fact, in the early stages, Brancourt never had the stands, you know.
I remember directly the coach name Mannings, but me I tell you, me no know, me never watch a match of Joseph Field. That me I tell you.
What you mean you never? All right, you know that CC play in there. What did CC win in 2017? Because they played at Juicy Beef in 2017. I'm telling you, I'm not asking you.
At Joseph Field?
Yes, in 2017.
Let me win Ben Francis.
Well, they played a game at Juicy Beef. So that means they never watch all of the CC game.
Well, I got a game there, I guess.
But I think the truth is, like, I always wonder, like, all right, people, what I'm saying is that some of these financial, like some of the financial institutions, the banks, I don't call on it, but you know the major banks in Jamaica. All right? All right. All right, let me give you a good example. There's one major company that does a walk. That walk alone, millions of dollars they get from it that they do every year, right? And they give it to a particular foundation, right? You know that. They do that. I am saying that a lot of these major industry can do even things. They don't have to use their own money. They can do things to generate funds, to put in real estate. In other words, I can tell you this. There are places in St. Anne. Let me tell you, I know this. When Usain Bolt did well, if anybody had built an indoor stadium, Jamaica could have hosted indoor track and field and make a lot of money. They could keep a Caribbean indoor track and field championship. So people have money in Jamaica can do them thing there. They're just not going to do it in sports. They'd rather build a hotel. And that's just it. I mean, I understand that nothing is wrong with it, but they would rather build a hotel, a supermarket, and a gas station. That's just it. Because they don't love sport, but you can't blame them. You can't blame a man who invest in what him love. See, I'm going to tell you again, to them play that Juicy Beef in 2019 as well.
Martin Ball Lennon play BB Cup. Miss Ball Lennon, bro.
Just admit, say you're wrong, man. Say, boy, guys, you know, you guys are right. I made a mistake. I say you have to do it sometime in a CC. You have to do like me, you know. You have to just admit you get it wrong, man.
I admitted that there are two fields around there. Me I tell you, say, if a man ever tell me he says Sporting Central play a Joseph Field and then now you play a Branco, then I say go. But I mean, Fresh God, you live at the place right now. So if a new field, as a matter of fact, Fresh God went to Foga. So he must know say Riverside field around the name.
No, man. Say Riverside is a different field from Foga.
Whatever field him know because I'm got Foga around there, so. And Foga not even fight.
No, always say, you change up the conversation now. All you need to do is to say, listen, people, I get that one wrong. Brancourt is different from Juicy Field. They are two different fields. I am wrong, people, and you're right. That's all you have to say now, man. I'll move on. Come on, man. Admit to the people to get it
as
wrong.
As man said. All right, people. I am wrong. You are right. Brancourt and Juicy Field is two different fields. I got it wrong.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right. Yeah, what you want to say? I got it wrong because
Foga just something, bro.
I don't know. I see somebody say that someone need to link with Andrew Price to talk to his brother, who is the head of Flow to invest. Yeah? Christopher, what go on? You come correct CC. Admit same run already.
No, me not correct him. Me not correct him, man, because I realize I don't know, but me expect better than that, man, CC. Just say you don't know, brother, because you live a client too long to not know that, brother. When you come from Maypen, brown coat is right, which part then sell the cashew before you go to the juice. You make it right and go down for the little truck and go around. Without the fish farm. Remember, say Murray them run the same, brother. The juicy field now be just before me come to America. Right, you pass this, so go over the chain line and then make a left. Behind passes out, then build some hole for big, for factories or what them they build at the time. The field is over there. There's no stands over there. What them do? Them heat them. Me know if you see some land like that.
The Joseph Field at Clarendon Park.
You're right at Clarendon Park. Right, this you pass the side of Juicy Beef and go down the side, going at the back. 2019 or 2018, a whole heap of D-Cup match play over there, especially class zone, interzone. A lot of them play over there. So I told you, all right, let me tell you, this is alleged. You see the brother with Mr. Ricketts did then the thing the other time. He used to run a club named Spartan Athletic. When my side you green in a Super League, him used to him by Sporting Central. So because me here say me don't know, I guess it's alleged. I heard that he was the one who built that field over there. And for whatever reason, I don't hear it used since that again. Other than seeing the D Cup. No Major League, no Premier League, no Super League team no use it. So I don't know if it's owned by somebody where probably not have a team or something. But it's two different fields, man.
Go ahead,
you probably never been over there still and that's alright, see, but me just say, I mean not try to prove a point, me just say yeah, me know personally say it's two different fields. Because how me know, me used to go to Sporting Central regular. You must know Mascherano, Kamal Reed. And my club, and me transferring from New Green to Dazem now, Sporting Central. So we used to go down there to watch Academy and Blake and all of them, everybody. So me know it's two different fields. Eh? What you say?
Me I try to remember if Woodall play upon a field there, you know.
Well, as me say, when we left Jamaica, no club never used to play on it. Spartan Athletic, the brother were named, I think a low name. In the other team in the Super League, the Spartan Athletic. And them
yeah, man, the person that Mr. Ricketts have the issue with is a person named Lowe.
Yeah, man, he used
to own, or I don't know if he took it over, but didn't he try to get Sporting Central?
I think he's the one who owned it now. Right, I think he's the one who owned it now.
Okay.
And after I don't think he had gotten the field when he got the this is what I'm saying because I had left.
Right, he didn't get the field, right? Because the Morris still owned the field.
Right. So that's why I heard that he's the one who bought, I don't know if he leased the land or what, but he built that field over there. But Sporting Central go down at the same time.
Me know the side when him Spartan. We beat that side there already, brother. And the man always
yeah, man. So all right, you see when team coming at the league, when my team wins Super League.
You know what that side.
Me hear about it, but me not familiar with it. Me hear about it though.
But me I tell you, we beat that side there where them have named Spartan. Cause let me tell you, we used to have baller from Highgate. So before Highgate got Premier League, we have a couple baller from Highgate come from again, man. Up in something there.
St. Mary's.
That side there. Yeah, we saw baller from St. Mary. You have this youth that used to play with Klein and College stuff. Me know Spartan, man. Cause we used to play, we play them in a practice match already when we do out of CC. We play them out of Klein and College field. A practice match. Me know Spartan side, man.
Yeah, man. When my side win Super League, brother, so the league never have a sponsor. And at that the man they were the same brother named Low. At that the man they give the prize money for the team. So from them they tell them I say, no man, the brother, you know, and it's not a normal man. Because how your team are going to the league, nothing come to the semi-final and the team win. And them give it. When Cavaliers got Super League, brother, my side, they squeeze out to the Super League. New Green for man, you know.
No, when they go Premier League.
When they go Premier League. And Cavaliers squeeze me out, you know. And
no, man, but remember, all right, let me tell you, when that was when Cavaliers and Sandals got promoted, right?
Sandals, right. So Sandals
right. No, you know that. You know that. No, man, then sent Volvo was ahead of you two, man. Prior.
No, man.
Then all right. All right. See, you know, you ever tell you what happened that year? I was a person running Prairie. I had merged my team with Volvo.
No, me know your
and
story,
I stopped,
man.
because Michael Graham was the coach, and he stopped. And they ended up when they went to play against Sandals, they needed to beat Sandals. If they had defeated Sandals, I think you guys are going to play Rivali. Was it Rivali?
No, man, Rivali never done that, man. We did win this, so we can't be Rivali and we did that night.
No, man, who had to play, but they had to beat.
We have our last match. I left Jamaica the year before. But okay. I'm still running the team even now. The last match, based on what I heard, we're supposed to get a draw against Cavaliers, and Cavaliers had to beat us. Cavaliers had to beat us by 2 goals. First thing then though, they moved the match from Stadium East and carried down Carly Smith Drive. And Cavaliers was leading us by 1-0, I think, or 1 or something like that. And they ended up playing about 10 minutes extra time until Cavaliers scored the other goal. And they beat us down there. And
allegedly.
So Sandals, allegedly. Right.
Yeah.
So that's when Sandals and them went. And
okay, so you used to be a part of New Green.
I'm still a part of it, man.
See, boy, you really don't know Clarendon, bro. Yeah,
no, man, Clarendon, man. You know Clarendon.
No, man, Claudia is asking if you really come from Clarendon.
If we are Jamaica.
The field no use a lot, to be honest, man. Since D-Cup, I haven't seen, because I kind of keep in contact with the ball down there, and I haven't seen or heard of any games playing over there since the lot of D-Cup games that they play over there. I haven't heard much.
Yeah, but they don't use. I'm wondering if the stands are still over by Brancourt, and then probably move them, because those stands they can move, you know.
Right.
So I'm wondering if
because
still
they're not into football anymore. I remember saying like how Brandon gone now, we don't know what going, because Brandon was really the brainchild behind the soccer. Courtney not really, Courtney the business type.
Somebody saying that my brother was a linesman on that game. That is a New Green.
May I show you management. I have a classmate named Murray. And he not just name Murray, as in name.
Somebody just said that my brother just corrected me. He said Leachin gave away more than 50 million in Canada. And that the last recipient was St. Joseph Hospital in Canada, where he donated 10 million. So he gave 50 million in Canada, that not help Jamaica?
No, I think he's trying to say that him can more than do things in Jamaica.
Not
disposable income.
Yeah, man, listen, these guys can do it. These guys can give. There are enough people that can give a club $1 million. There are 12 people in Jamaica that can just donate $1 million to the 12 Premier League clubs.
Every parish, man. Every parish have businesses, big business. We can take up a team. All right, when my team did just start going on the Super League, my co-owner of the team developed this plan when come and go to the business people. The man say, all right, you can't give me $100,000. You can buy a set of jerseys. You can buy 1 pair of boots that season. All right, you control water and juices here. So what he did, he go to each businessman and say, all right, you take care of transport this year. You can do transport. All right, what you can do. What they started to do, when we started had players from out of town, they started to adapt a player. Like the players that may come from out of town, because we have a few players from Waterhouse. Because my Andre Swaby was a coach, so he had developed a relationship with most of the teams. So we used to get a few ballers, like with Waterhouse now use, Portmore now use. So we get them. So when them players are coming now, we used to go to the business people and say, all right, we have a few players that are coming. We're not going to send them home after match. So we want someone for them to stay. You understand? So each business, if them can't do a lot, they would try help take care of a player. So, and they have big business where you go to and them not help, and you know them can help because they have big companies. I look on company like Super Plus, where they're in every parish. And they probably fall under the same Michael Leachin brother own that too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm going to give you a big example with my club. Somebody is saying that Chris, did you play for New Green?
I was the assistant coach.
Jamaican. He wasn't a coach, you know, him just have a coach him higher because him run the team and him just, you understand me, him just dead.
No, man, I was a coach before I left. Wasn't certified though, but I was. Andre Sabi was the big coach in Jamaica. Well, in Finnegan.
Oh, Andre Sabi.
He's the one who brought Spalding to the finals when lost to St. James High, but he walked away. We keep blaming every time. He walked away at halftime.
Hold on, man.
Spalding, when St. James High win, the Costa Cup. When St. James High win, they want Spalding to be a final.
Yeah, it's Spalding. Spalding.
Wait there, Alan Atti them. You sure?
Yeah, man.
Oh yes, I true in the mornings.
The time they Adju them did a play for the side. Adju them is a play for New Green and Portland and then
true enough.
Yeah.
Spalding go final and the Costa Cup.
Yeah, man.
No, man, we didn't even check that, man. Somebody,
Fresh God.
Check that. Presso. Fresh God.
Yeah, man, a Jared Park.
Check that for me there.
And then beat 2-1.
Yeah, man, I said James versus Spalding for 2, man. Remember?
Yeah, man. I'm not telling Andre Sabi. Man, it's you must know Sabi, man.
Yeah, man. You know Andre Sabi. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Too long, we don't know about Spalding in high school, man.
Yes, because Spalding's never gone nowhere before. I Courtney Jackson used to coach Eddie Nalin used to be Spalding's coach all the while, man. And him called Sabi one year and said, yo, brother, you know, say every year we got the second round and we can't go no further. Come in, come help me, no man. And him going and help and straight to the finals, brother.
Somebody asking what happened to Swaby?
Swaby a Florida now, man.
Oh.
I we still run New Green, but you know you're dead.
Huh? 2008.
2008, I think.
So who was the big ball and who was the big ball and the Spalding inside them time there?
They have a youth of the name. I don't remember their full name now, but they have a youth of the name Portland. He used to play in Amiga Field. In their Connecticut now. New Green we did sell him to a club in a Connecticut, but them the kind of, I don't know, because we never really know the procedure them time. Them they tell we say it's an amateur club and whatever, only if you move on to a bigger club, you can get a money or title or something like that. So you know we now hold back no player with it sign him off. There's this other youth with the name Aji. He might be forward. Milton Christopher name. When Lennon did have the big forward there that year there. I think a country in the name or something like that.
Levan Williams.
Yeah, man.
Levan Williams. Yeah, man. When we play them down as States, everybody who Klein and come down and say, which ball is a little idiot run over side this one rear? Levan kill you, man. So Swaby just remember, you know, Aji was the best forward we have, you know. Swaby call Aji and say, yo, you have to play centre half today. Danny Cena, them everybody, because Danny Cena was the manager of his Spalding at the time. We run restaurant sports, that man. Oh, Swaby, a mad man. Oh, you're going to use the best player for playing in the back. Swaby say, yo, just watch this, man. Second half, you know, after Nila, Swaby call him and say, yo, Aji, come here. I want one goal for him. I put it back up top and I want a goal. And you go back in the back. Yo, Swaby go send him up top. All I got to say, oh, he scored the goal. All right, you remember the youth, Francois Swaby?
Yeah, man, Francois Swaby.
Yeah. No, team friend. Well, you would know who's still. Jamali Powell, I think he pass out from a heart attack or something like that. Then go run the company news in the run around the field and drop down.
Okay.
Yeah, man, he dropped down from a heart attack. I think he fall down, and he never recover. His brother, Marshall get a corner and cross and say, yo, put it right on Adri foot. Right over, boom, one love and say, all right, job done, go back on my back. That's how we win the match, brother. For the whole match, Lavar Williams couldn't go around the man.
I run conscious to run in a speedy, you know.
Speedy, man. Well, I read the game very well, man. All right, you see the youth. All right, you know who did the body side to our management? The physical trainer now, when you a Bunty we used to call him. He man the physical trainer of the national team now. When you again, man? Bojo,
yeah.
Yeah, Bojo is at the center. Bojo was a center half. His Spalding.
His Spalding, okay.
Yeah, man.
Upbeat boss said that the entire Spalding team bleach out, man.
Bleach out. You're right, man. You're right. Yeah, Marshall then the start. But Aji was a high color youth.
A Spalding name Alphonsus Davis. After them name change, them high school name change.
No, man, they still name Spalding Simon.
Oh, me not.
Them never enter this year. Look like.
Okay, somebody says I ref a lot. Jubilani Jackson said I ref a lot of games with New Green and Spalding.
Yeah, tell him pick it. Ask him what they call it. What they call him. I don't know almost every them and I right name.
Oh, Jackson, maybe Jackson.
No, I don't
know. You
know.
mean what them alias? Mr.
Yeah,
Washington from Money School still a ref. Boy, I don't know, man. I don't know, you know. We know that is a management a coach JC right now, Ferguson.
Oh, see them at Alphonsus Davis is school name now, brother. Them change
it name?
from
I must recently that.
No, man, then the man says Spalding is still Spalding, man.
Listen, no, man, Spalding last time, you know.
Alphonsus Davis is school name.
Alphonsus Davis.
Whatever they want.
Then Alphonsus Davis not play for Canada, man. How do you name the school, sir?
Then I want to say my husband. So what do you say? I will see him too.
Can't joke this.
Alphonsus Davis. He was the principal at the school. Former principal. I saw the school name now.
Okay. Not a news to me, never know.
Davis, oh yes, fresh guy. Apologize.
Management, public-private partnership are needed in order to grow the sport. The government has to take the lead, but they have dropped the ball and a golden opportunity. I'm telling you. So all I'm saying is that if a businessman says, listen, this year I will give $1 million to this particular club. The government just said to him, listen, we'll give you a little bit of tax break or something like that. You understand me? We're going to give you 0.5% on all your imports for this year because they made that contribution. You understand what I mean? You'll get a waiver on this kind of thing. But there must be a way, man, because some of these businesses can give back. And I don't know. I don't know.
You're rough, man, because even now, man, you want to send, if you send 6 pair of shoes down Jamaica with a man to carry. When you go airport, the man must say, oh, I sell you, I go sell. All
right. I'll give you a good example. So, my club have an account at a particular institution. All right? I have to make sure we share this because protect the integrity of the people. And I mean, I do a lot of things, you know, because I'm a professional leadership trainer and things. So I do a lot of things. I help them because of how I'm connected to the financial institution. And they said, all right, do letter because now I explain to them what the club does because the club was not initially set up to play football, but to help youngsters who are in difficulties in terms of, you know, getting them into school, make sure they complete school, get subjects, and then send them on to college. That was the original purpose of the club, just to give youths an opportunity, especially the ones who were having the hardest time, all right? And they saw somebody, show them some records, they saw some of the work, they met some of the people and saw the work. And they said, all right, give us a letter and we will come on board and see how we can help. Remember now we have account and a lot of money going through to the club and thing. You know, say we do a play and thing. See, how much you think they donated?
100,000.
100,000. 10 cents.
What?
Almost 100,000 10 cents yet. $1,000. 1,000 Jamaican dollars.
Wow.
What that can do?
I left it. Same place in the institution. In the same envelope. So when I tell people that there are people who can do a whole lot better.
Yeah, man.
A whole lot better. And it don't take a lot. Because listen, they have the option of getting. Remember now we say to them, listen, I know how your people view people. Sometimes you don't want to give them your money. So you can even send the money to like Western Sports and then we can pick up items. So that way, you understand me? Because they can't do that, you know. You're not asking them for money sometimes, you know. You say to them, you can go over there and buy the football.
Right.
And then we come and pick it up. We all say, listen, you can do a presentation.
Mm-hmm.
You can do a presentation.
Mm-hmm.
So that you can get leverage for your company.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, you know, people, when you run football clubs, it is not the people at the high end. I'm telling you, if you look man who run a local wholesale, we give you like some bottled water and give you some football. I'm telling you, the little man who is a local contractor in your community. I'm telling you.
And man. It's where me come from. My team, I don't know if you know about this, Christopher. My team went to Super League that I would have. You know, Owen Japan, we named it. I think what them call them, Chojos. I think Chojos did withdraw from the league. So we drop out of the league because we end up at the bottom, but it's just some other little dispute and man never that train and because here what I see man come from other community and play for the team. You know them team that got Christopher.
Yeah,
And
man.
Man in the community feel away. You see me?
Yeah.
So it's like all them little thing there. But the thing is we came like with the third from bottom or so. And a two team that drop out. And two juice did withdraw if I'm not wrong. And then we did drop out. And from that we end up a major league. Because I tell you so when we done major league, we are compete with Jamalco and where the other team where Aston used to play for before him go Portmore. Because Aston come from around there, sir.
Yeah, man. We know where you're talking, man. We know a whole party in North Carolina used to do in the league.
Well, I tell you, say, we used to play ball, Christopher. I tell you, because enough at the time, couple ballers from Clarendon College didn't come play for the team. We used to play ball. At one point in time, Jerome waiting for him come coach side because we don't get little new ownership and thing. Because what we had in the management is a community club. Our community club is basically through the community club, the football thing kind of run. You see me? So most of the people that were there, most of the people that migrate and it look like someone just lose interest. You understand?
Yeah.
But I tell you, we did have a proper team, but it takes finances for run team, bro.
I'm gonna tell this: the person who sponsor, the person who the major sponsor for my club when I was like really in it and in the Super League is a businessman, but you would never know him name. It's not no major company. That may I tell you, the major companies. I'm telling you that.
All right,
Why?
Continue.
No, man, go ahead, man.
Me can't call the name of the brother when we did just got Super League the first time. Me can't call the name. Anybody know New Green, know who? But it was a supermarket owner, a man with one supermarket in a one every town where they run like 4 or 5 supermarkets where have chains of supermarket. And that the man there usually, to be honest with you, a lot of people I say, oh, why you never give him the team to run? Because you know when you run a team for ever since management, a man come in and you beg him to help. And then him now want come in and want tell you how to run the club, how to this start to give certain players money. And certain players I know say, oh, that man I get that amount of money, but that man not get no money. You understand me? I say, so it start cause a rift. So what happened now? Some people say, oh, New Green a fool, you should have made that money control the team and rare because he start carrying, I suggest people, we have some youth from Clarendon, he start carrying some other youth, and then man attack and say, oh, they man get such and such amount, and that man I say, oh, from who? How comes? Like, you know what I mean? So it's like a double standard thing. But what I'm saying though, the meat of the matter when I say is that a small man will just approach him. The man love football, and the man, a matter of fact, him and one of the man to what they say, yo, make go to Brooks Park, make tell them, say, all we want to do is develop the field, right? Because if we use Brooks Park, you have to pay a smaller fee. So we say, yo, when we develop the field, fix up the fencing so we can charge to come in, and we just do the maintenance of the football field itself. We not going to take up the entire park, but the man said, no, brother.
Yeah.
And afterwards, a very few D-Cup, look at D-Cup game. See, you know, it's not big D-Cup game play. Them if you run down and no call it nothing. Manchester High School, just redo them field and then not take care of the field because Manchester High School have 3 fields. And them play on the one field now. I'm surprised to see field the other day. They have 3 fields.
Yeah, man, like the game is terrible, man.
One field.
Yeah, man, the
they
field is terrible.
On one field.
Yeah. Let me just say this. Did you just say that the JC coach is a fellow man in his past student? Yeah, man. Davian Ferguson, man in his man.
He used to play ball?
Eh? That we know about.
No, was he a player?
No, sir.
Okay. Well, not say nothing still because you know a lot of coaches know.
If you the ball, I would know still.
Yeah.
But that is what I show you, Christopher. You have some man that thought, oh, man not play football, them can't orientate. I don't know. You know, Jose Mourinho used to play one little Ricky, but he never did no baller.
Balakar, hold on, let me have to take the one from Balakar. Balakar, you really come for anybody who watch JPL today and must know.
You know, good brother.
Anybody who plays today must know Ati. If you don't know nobody else, out of the 4 games, the one person Balakar that anybody would know today who watch the match is Ati. The man.
You're not gonna watch the match as a sleep because
where's the man is man? Hard if he miss.
Hey, I don't miss him and miss.
No, me say hard if he miss.
Hey, I don't miss that. Me don't call that miss, brother. That's
not miss. When you get that type of ball, you take down the ball and you roll it in the net.
If the man leave the ball score. If him don't touch the ball roll going at the goal. And that me I tell you. So I don't know what the man do, man. But I think I think the person who was talking about refereeing, he said that
the ball did have a spin on it in the mornings.
Listen, if the man leave the ball run going at the goal. He never even touch it.
That is why I'm saying to you, when the way or touch the man, the way you try to do, you cannot do that because of the way the ball come off. It must say a ricochet, you know, based on the key.
Hey, me I say, if I meet that the ref, I just give me a red card and say, no man, try man, a mistake me make, man. I just shot me shot. You know, the person.
But so that is why I was saying to somebody today that the red card is a valid red card, because when you have a player in your back, you can't attempt a certain play.
Yeah, but if you never give the red card, I would understand. But if you give it, you can't complain.
As I said, you can't.
Think about the book, man. Think about the book, kind of TV.
No matter that, Christopher, if you in my back a defend me, and me now attempt a bicycle, when you are go head after the ball, it's a dangerous play.
Dangerous play, man. That's why I'm saying go by the book.
Exactly, him go by the book. Normally, if you never TV game, him probably would.
Yeah, man, you that easy up. You get a yellow card.
Yeah, man, that's a TV game, man.
Yeah, man. So this person, me know all about the Woodall team. I used to play for them.
Yeah, man. Big side, brother. Me I tell you, man, me I tell you. You see, big.
So
side.
you make it?
Me no, man. It's big. I make it side.
Oh.
Not this year I talk about, man. Me make that the side there.
Shem Jackson said Morgan's pass. Look like they're having some other conversation.
I must if it care water.
Yeah, man. Then they have a good team. That team that did cover Super League too.
I must if it care water.
Yeah, man.
Leon Price, everywhere have them problem, you know. They think Mount Pleasant have some good things in place, but sometimes they say money. I always tell people sometimes it's better you don't give people who don't used to handling money a whole lot of money.
Yeah.
Because that mess them up more than build them up. You understand me? I'll share a story with you, and then I hope you can understand the Mount Pleasant situation. So there's a man who work with a security. Him working in a factory that builds furniture. And so the first day of the week him go work, he might come out of the workplace with a wheelbarrow. And him have a box in there. The security guard stop him and say, listen, what's in the box? What you have in the wheelbarrow? He say, a box. He say, what you have in the box? He say, sawdust. The security guard said, open the box, let me see it. The security guard look in there, a sawdust in there. Him tell the man to go on. Second day, him see the man push the wheelbarrow again. I push a wheelbarrow and him say to the man, listen, what you have in the wheelbarrow? The man says a box. Him say, what is in the box? Him say sawdust. Him say, open it. Him open it. Him look in there, sawdust. Third day, the same thing. Fourth day, the same thing. Fifth day, the same thing. The sixth day, the man say, listen, we have a gut feeling say you're a thief from the company, you know. Something wrong. Every day, there's a pick up this little box here, a carrot of sawdust. Are you stealing from the company? And the man say, you know, I have to be honest with you. Yeah, man, I'm stealing from the company. The security guard said, no, it right? What is in the box? Man say, another box, man. Him say, every day I've stolen a wheelbarrow. You understand me? The point of the story is that the security guard also focus on the sawdust. That him don't see that every day. The man push out a wheelbarrow. You see, some people sometimes, that's what money happen. Them see the small amount of money, you know, because them get $1 million in them hand to deal with things. But the big picture is that if you do good with that, the company and the team can become a multi-billion-dollar team. But you so focus on the $1 million now. It can cause rift and division.
Mm-hmm.
See much people leaving, how much coach, how much players messing up, all of those things. So, and because guess what? You focus on the box instead of the barrel. And many people that happen to. See, when I run a club, sometimes you have to always focus on the barrel and not on the box. And I think I've seen this with Port Morant United. It mash up. A whole lot of teams, you know, Galaxy, mash up. A whole lot of teams come up and spend a whole lot of money, you know. A whole lot of money, and people say a money team, Village.
Port Morant All Stars, I think.
Port Morant, we call already, mash up. Okay. Taros, mash up.
Violent kickers.
Well, violent kickers at least.
No, violent kickers are a traditional team still. We are talking about teams that rise out of the blue.
Rise up and then
just come straight up.
Straight up and then them just die out. So you have to be careful and focused. You understand me?
I get
What about with Falmouth man is man?
Hey, we don't know if anything with the Mali them own, you know. They can't
No, me
match
see
up
that
enough.
come right the way true, but me I say yo, it's still a continue or them match up.
Hey, no man, they still about, but no football not playing.
No, me know the football now. Me just say if them still about and just wait for
Yeah, man,
for
yeah, man,
the
they're just
clearance.
waiting and think. You know why
Cause
Lenny
Lenny
Hyde
had
was
it down there, right?
Yeah, Lenny Hyde was down there.
Yeah, man.
Lenny Hyde was
Yeah,
down
man,
there.
cause see what they tell me about this. Lenny
Why
said
you-
down there.
But you know that those guys wanted to buy Boys Town. The Marlies wanted to buy Boys Town though.
couple
No,
money,
me never know
couple,
that. My brother
couple
used to play
money-
for Boys Town, you know.
couple more lines ball they go, you know, a Falmouth. Cause you have this youth to play, but when we play ball with pan like we play all of the place pan turf and thing. Wicked ball, I mean I tell you.
Yeah, man, a
Used to
couple
play
Premier
more
League ball
lines.
they go down there, man.
Used to play a more lines. Yeah man, even go down there. Cause more lines did have some whatever that's you know. Fiscal issue.
Yeah.
Man that cost about pay brother. So a man left got me you see that man left got side when in the Premier League and it's
Because
sure
they pay more money.
they sure their money.
Look how much
And
Premier
not
League
even
ball they
pay
got
more
Mount
money, you
Pleasant
know.
the first year.
Are sure about your money. And not even
Yeah,
kill
man.
you, bro. It's sure say yo you're gonna get your money.
Yeah.
Because here are the problem, Christopher. Not for the time when people don't understand, not for the youth them I play football, and that are for them means of so for them family. So if man I play for your side and them a play in the Premier League, you're supposed to pay the man, brother.
Right.
You're supposed to tell
All
the
right.
man say you owe the man are sitting. That's why you
All
see
right, a major league for we team did they call it the cut out Super League, right? Year when we win, the last year when we win again, they cut out Super League
Yeah,
and
they
South
cut
Central. So you know, we have quite a few good players that play for the team. We can't pay. All right, we can't pay the players them to say give them a salary, brother. Cause me mind, me have a business that just when me work and really whatever. We have a virgin them we put together and do a thing, right? We say, all right, one of the best things what we can do for a lot of the youth. You see, after every game, we make sure them get a meal and a juice, right? Yo, the other team, them my youth are growing. I say, yo, a son you green and money. That's the money my laugh feed. Silver plate and roll out. And we say, yo, brother, them there's something that's supposed to be basic thing for football, brother. A man, when somebody man when the game done and they eat the food, you know, brother. And then Sunday dinner, that you know. You understand what I say? So that shouldn't be a big talking point, Virgin. You're supposed to can provide for Saturday man, them get them porridge and you know what I mean? A small thing. Man make it seem like it's a big thing, brother.
I'm gonna tell you how much up with football to do, Christopher. Because me don't know. Me don't really want to say but normally it's when you win the league, cause we win. Let me tell you who used to beat it. Jamaica
Yeah, man.
and one other team down there. So they used to be what they not say a be in their existence. We
Yeah.
can't win when a them in the league.
Money must not play.
Money must. Money
They
must
stop
and Jamaica.
The sausage them used to play for that side.
Brother, Money must and Jamaica would always be the team them we can beat. They can never beat them.
Yeah, man. We always beat up Money must now. We beat up down there last time and couldn't left down there.
You see when time Money must and Jamaica come out at D1, and we win D1. It's when time we go up at Major League, we can't beat them again. It's when them left Major League, Super League with them. That's
with the team named Original Hazard. What them do? They might try to rebuild the Hazard team.
But Original Hazard never turned Portmore United.
No, man.
All right, let me tell you how that go now. You see, allegedly, again, we come from Mandeville, but because of the South Central Conference, we kind of didn't know a little bit what go on. Original Hazard is a set of man them where they kind of disgruntled about the facts. The Original Hazard will turn Portmore, they move Ghana Portmore. So a set of man from down there now say, boy, yo, listen. You can't give away the name Hazard, man, where I run so long.
Yeah, and they couldn't call the team Hazard again.
They couldn't call the side Hazard again, so then call it Original Hazard. So comes that thing that they come out.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, that's how I said the Hazard before.
I think Coco T they have something to do that side, you know. I don't sure. I think he was part of some part of that.
But for sure, I just look upon it and say football is a day. It's like a look upon it in a bro. Come here, tell you say, as enough man that see local community, I never know say a good team. They have the whole heap of team the dark line and they good enough.
Yeah, man.
I just recently see some team end up because if Vera and Jamaica merge, that's why we see Vera on some fixtures and we see Jamaica on some fixtures. So because Vera and Jamaica merge. But me I tell you,
so let me ask you something, CC. Mr. Ricketts now something to do with Jamal or VSI.
You know
He
what
might be
say?
president or something like that.
You know what say?
Or part owner.
You know what say?
Him not the chairman for him not the chairman
You know what say?
for Garvey Massey, chairman for Garvey Massey.
Yeah, but me talk about either Vera or Jamal team. He must something to do with them team. You know?
I think a Jamal is not around.
Yeah, but
no
they no
Glenmore,
merge,
no
man.
Glenmore, didn't he attend Glenmore?
Yeah. So them say.
Remember say him did a president of Clarendon FA, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, listen, people. Hey, we're gone. We park. It's 2 hours 35 minutes. You don't know what we want. We want to go over and support Coach's Desk with Coach Minzy. You understand me? Because they have the program going on. Hey, people.
It's too much club in a Clarendon.
Not true.
No,
Hey,
but
people, on a move certain the fingers, the whole on the CC, the people them now move right. You know that we have close to 100 people at a time CC and 54 likes, me see over here, so you know. You understand me? So now that we're gonna end the stream, you know, if you don't hit the like button yet, don't bother make no argument between you and Fresh God. Just hit the like button.
On your way out. Like on your way out.
Yorktown, a big team too.
Yeah, man. Well, they never. Well, big in a Clarendon, because I don't know them that much in South Central.
Somebody else, man, I said, give me my bit.
Well, Christopher, the easy, they don't know them much in the South Central.
No, sir. The team don't know Clarendon, but we know what you don't know a Sporting Central, the same Jamalco. I think one team they come up on a time named Morgan's Pass and Palmer's Cross, he played good 1 year.
You know the team them because yes.
But which team from Manchester? Not just New Greens, Last P, New Greens, and there's a next team, man.
Mile Gully, you know, they like that.
Mile Gully, because Mile Gully one time they have a bad team, you know, with Nathaniel Barnes, you know.
One time. With Sticky them on them, and
Nathaniel Barnes they play.
Yeah, man. Yeah, good them on them.
The Mile Gully team that, football, a lot of teams, because somebody at them, but
then they almost win the A-League. Remember, A-League they run?
Yeah, man.
Then they got close to win A-League.
A lot of teams in Jamaica just come up and mash up, you know.
A Wormwood side.
Our Condors.
My Gully side normally be a Wormwood team, you know. Because Barry Watson run Mile Gully, you know. And he used to run Wormwood at the time.
Hey, man, when we win Major League, you know, bro, a big party keep up upstairs, you know. Oh, yeah.
But you see, Manins, you see 2 youth that play for Cavaliers now, Alanda McLeod and the youth captain George is on in Rochester.
Yeah, Kevin, Roger.
A Greenville, them come from Mandeville, you know.
Yeah?
Yeah, man, I don't the speed them go by them, man. They used to go to Manchester High School, you know.
Rochester used to go, yeah?
Yeah, man, him Alanda McLeod, man. Manchester youth, the man, they left with
Malando, yeah, Malando. Malando
Maxwell.
McLeod, yeah.
Yeah, man, them Mandeville them come from. They come from this team next door.
Galaxy FC. Galaxy FC still a play football? In a Clarendon. Galaxy. Big up in a Boris. We need to talk, you know.
4 passes they come up in the Super League to 1 year to CC.
Yeah, I need to rise, but my community team though. I so link a man for something them man. Cause when him they used to Paul used to play for this side. I think me not coach the side one time too. Used to play farmer Clarendon college ball. But I link back because I tell you, bro, it's when the team did a play and thing did nice, brother. Every day man them got a match. And it's that like Christopher, our team never have the biggest resources compared to some team. But me I tell you,
it's only one team from only 2 teams from Manchester ever play Premier League though. Last Perfectus and
man, let's play on Kirkvine. No man, Kirkvine did that Premier League one time.
Yeah, Kirkvine. Yeah, Kirkvine, Mile Gully and Last P, yeah. And from Clarendon, them have Galaxy, Jamalco Sporting Central,
Lion,
Hazard. Yeah.
Alright, the Lion keeper, couple years back, my cousin he used to keep food there. I want to jump out of Super League, him left go Lion.
Ishmael Curry captain Yorktown. Who is Ishmael Curry now?
Me used to play for Lennon.
Courtney Jackson used to run. Man.
No, sir. Courtney Jackson used to run Sparling. Him coach New Green last time when they win Major League, they cut the Super League.
Can't do that top 10.
Courtney Jackson coach Gregory Mess and them Edwin Allen management.
Okay.
Unseen ownership not going on unseen. I tell them man, I come right.
Barry Watson run my goalie, Mr. Jackson.
Hey, Barry Watson, the man of Manchester, the Manchester football, like where the guy with the green, and then Green are the man, Green are the man for youth football, not Clarendon, man.
Yeah, man. Mr. Wint was the president for my goalie team.
Yeah. Dalton, yeah. In the share that when we do the interview with him.
Yeah, man.
Oh, Russian Sharp. Russian Sharp did win. Russian Sharp there was on the Garvey team that win, not true, with Andrew Van the Russian Sharp, and that was the Garvey team that win the cup.
07. No, I know Ishmael Corridor. I'm sure I know that you there. I see that.
Okay.
Oh man, it's something they play better ball to the for real, I tell you now.
Oh, Arnett?
Yeah, man, they never right now Cavaliers don't know nothing about the youth when him Deacon. I him can't finish.
Me I tell you, man, him play good, man. Deacon play good, and the youth name Guthrie play well too. But somebody was saying that in the first half, Arnett was supposed to get a red card. Me never watched the first half.
I'm not so sure. I never see that though. I never saw it.
Never seen that. But from what I saw, Arnett played well, and I was very impressed with Mobile because at the end of the day, Mobile is a promoted side, you know.
Right.
Mobile end up with 10 man and Mobile take a lead with
and then, 10. Right. And then still they're unlucky. They're unlucky if you lose. To be honest.
I feel like they want to go like even the Arnett Garden goal, I think the keep ball going to the keeper hand.
Yeah, man, under.
I don't know if I see double still, but I feel like underneath him and the ball go. But you know what I like with the Mobile team, them have no name baller. Them have no big name baller. You understand me? So you can see a good coaching.
Mobile team.
Yeah.
Look at them. Look at them. They have a good scout, man. They have a good scout. They bring the players them together.
Then let me tell you, no, you can't say like when you talk about big name ball in the league, you didn't see any big transfer.
Right.
Well,
maybe not yet. Maybe not yet, man. The window still open, right?
No, man, the window closed from the first week in December.
You know, if you go buy that's what I'm telling you, we can't understand what kind of transfer window going on Jamaica.
Because they had to do that, because remember how the league run, they couldn't open the transfer window in the summer because the league was still going on until the end of until the first week in October. So when the league finished and they were going to restart, they had to give the teams the opportunity to buy players to start train. So now you understand me? So
FIFA sanctioned that.
No, remember FIFA don't stipulate your window, you know. You can choose your window anytime you want. But most people try to keep it with the same so that players can go in and out.
I know that the 12 teams would have to vote to
Simon, I like that. Simon Preston, big up. Listen, let me tell you.
Him never look good today. Him never look
really?
good.
And the man all hit the post, you mean he never look good? But and the keeper make a brilliant save. What you talking about? The man never look good. But the keeper made a brilliant. No, man. None. All right, you give your opinion first.
That's what I said. The post where him lick is as a result. You have a thing named class, and him have class. So we're not going to take that from him. The post where him lick. But he never look good in a game today. If you have watch a game today.
The one that hit the post. No.
You should have scored that.
No. The one that hit the post is a ball that come across. The fact that he was able to get it. Hold on. The fact that he was able to get that ball on target is a big thing. Not only that, in the second half, he got a ball and he cut it inside. Remember, the turf is it's not easy to play on him. Cut it inside. The keeper made a brilliant save.
Brilliant save.
Me
would knock him for that one. But I said the one when tap against the bar. I not beat him, but I said he could have scored. He could have tapped that. I not kill him for that, but he could have scored.
If you watch a match today,
Simon, let me just answer Simon. So Simon, I think Busy looked well. I was more impressed on the Cavalier team with the midfielder Maxwell, I think his name is.
Yeah, man.
Topi, and I thought Jaden White also kept well. But Arnett Gardens had more players, in my opinion, that played better than the Cavaliers played. That's what I think. But Busy,
May I tell you, it was if I watched him today, more to pick him for the national team. If I watched him today.
What Simon saying? If it,
But
it was
what
not
I'm
his
saying, though, man,
best,
is, man,
but at least you see the promise.
Me
Yeah.
see,
man.
me see
Wait,
class, but I never in best game.
Man, it's,
Okay, I agree with that. Yeah, go ahead,
Man,
Christopher. Yeah.
you agree with it. Me never know why them play the ball at them today. Find out the turf, they knowing that them are going to play a practice game. And when we play a game on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how many I know. All right, so watch it. It's up to the.
Never know them to play them.
All right, so watch this now. Remember now, at the end of the day, the JFF can't tell the players them not to play,
No, but me understand. I'm just saying. I thought that common sense would have prevailed this because so Jardine White go down now. It obviously seemed like it was the turf, and two of them and them man they are gonna be like a mainstay at least for this game. We need him for that game here. So
You know what I want to know? Is Willis in this? Willis is not in the squad. Based on his performance today, he's a good holding midfielder. That me know somebody in the squad who could have replaced in the position there. Me know a person who there in the squad where Willis can replace.
Now stop party. Stop party.
Now call the name coming on the last.
But I call the name. We say we not stop party.
But Willis really looked good today though. I think he was very impressive in that game for Arnett Gardens. Looked very, very well. But you see the promise. Go ahead.
What the game's playing tomorrow morning? On the same turf?
Yeah. What happened is that.
No, I know. No,
yeah, man.
I know that already. Some of the venues was approved. But just ask what the game I play tomorrow. Same place or
yeah, man. All the games in this round are going to play here, and then next week they're going to move them around now to like Mobile and Draxal and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah. Why Van de Ke- I'm one like how old is Vanzi? Vanzi
about 30.
Over 25 at least.
Maybe it's his age. I always wonder. Well, you know what people are going to say if you can call Anthony Grant and
no, sir, I'm 31.
31.
Yeah, 32 this year.
I always feel like he should have been given a chance, though. I don't know. I think he's a good midfielder. Can play defense. He has some very good free kicks. I don't know. But that little guy named Hustler, Damar D, can play well.
To be honest, man, you know why we don't really have no good CDM and players there? It's because of the market. There is a market for like wingers and forward and defenders for Jamaican players, but there's not necessarily a market for midfielders. So you know what happened? Most of the time, they end up turning the players into like mostly wingers and those type of players.
No, man. Then what position Omar Daly played? Rudolph Austin.
No, but management, how much of them?
Listen, same Javon Watson. What are you talking about? Then those are some of the guys who played in the biggest league, man.
No, all right. Omar Daly, Javon Watson. What name there? What other one?
Rudolph Austin. Even Kemar Daly was a midfielder.
But what type of, I'm talking about a certain.
CDM I'm talking about.
Not about holding midfield. Or central midfield. You know really.
But Jamaica don't have a lot.
No, that he must say.
I'm saying that
we have a lot of wingers and forwards and stuff.
The way all them develop the team them is for wingers and them players because we export more of those players.
Okay.
Wingers and forward and defenders.
No, Demar Rose play a different position. To be fair, all right, so because a lot of people asking how Demar Rose got called to the team.
Demar Rose situation needs clarification.
No, well, because listen, the truth is Demar Rose was one of the better players. When the league was going on last year for Portmore, he was really playing well when Portmore was on that run. And Willis was struggling. Because remember, Portmore cut Willis, because of how poor his season was, So if they were selecting them based on the last season, you can't select Willis over Rose. If you are selecting them based on the game today, well, Rose not play. So you have to select Willis. But if you go back to the last season, Rose was in the Portmore team and Willis and Rose was playing better. That's what I'm saying. That you have to select. The truth is, if you're looking at the local leagues to select players, a lot of the players that get selected are the ones who are supposed to be selected. To be fair, you could say maybe a Shaquille Bradford, but most of the players are the players that stood out in the league. That's the truth. You can't base it on this season because you don't see them yet. If it's based on last season, the players that they've selected were the players who are some of the best. Normally, when you have a championship team, when Manchester United win the Premier League, the English team have more Manchester player. When Arsenal was dominant, you have more Arsenal player. When City is dominant, when Liverpool is dominant. So normally, the team that wins the Premiership in England, if they have English-based players, you'd find that most of the players, you understand me? No, because guess what? The teams that, when City win, City don't have a lot of English-based players. When Liverpool win, Liverpool don't have a lot of English-based players.
Almost like Chelsea. Chelsea, we have like all 4 players in our England side because Chelsea have full of English.
No, man. Wait, listen. You keep saying that Chelsea is one of the only.
James,
listen, hold on. You're talking about no. Chelsea is one of the only teams to play more than 1 Premier League games in a season with not 1 English player in the team.
No. Martins, I know what you're talking about. Road good at them time when we play one all foreign 11.
No, man. There was a game when even John Terry was captain when he didn't play, and Frank Lampard. 2 of them were absent, and no other Chelsea player. That was when Mourinho was there. The only other team that came close to that was Arsenal. And that's why
I wasn't on that in America.
I watch it. When Chelsea are in the league, but the fact of the matter is, you did have Man U buy up the English ball of them from West Ham and buy up. But Chelsea buy enough of them ball Joe Cole. We name them Joe Cole, we have Lampard, we have John Terry, we have Ashley Cole, or they take from Arsenal. We have a couple English ball well on our side. We have a couple
but you talk about a particular game we play, not about in the squad.
Listen, we play one game with all foreign 11. So we do that already.
Yeah, someone said, didn't Willis come back from foreign and was unfit? There you go. Remember, Willis played in that one of them Jamaican friendly there, and struggled, People forget it. Yes, in Jamaica, I was surprised this when I read about Danny Alves in the Brazil squad.
Oh, this man bring up Alves and I see Alves. Let me say this: Alves is the most decorated player in the history of football. Alves win the most trophy. So, but
he not perform still. I don't like him now.
No, but you watch him in the Real Madrid game. The man look like say this man about 40 and he man play like this in a high intensity game. The man look brilliant in the Real Madrid game. Brilliant.
Noctai, I agree with you too. I think his name is Horatio. You're talking Horatio Morgan.
Why Brazil call him back? The Real Madrid Barcelona game. I met Brazil call him and I said.
Yeah.
You're talking about Horatio Morgan, the Tivoli number 8. I think he scored one of the only hat tricks in the league last season. Go ahead, CC.
Yeah, I tell you, and then Thiago Silva 38. There's no comparison. I don't want to see nobody put Alves and them man in a sentence.
No, different class, that total different class.
I must say Alves is a different beast, brother. Alves is a different beast. That is why I tell people always say different country and different things and different player. A player of a certain quality. If we did have the player of a certain quality, wouldn't say no.
But look at Madrid.
All right, Boris.
How will Madrid be?
Coach Boris Johnson asked me to give reviews on the games today. Did already, but let me just give you a quick recap. Because we have around 6 minute leave. So I didn't watch the first 30 minutes of the Cavaliers game, but from where I watched, Arnett played very well. Like the way how they played, how they possessed the pass around the ball, and saying they look like a team with more quality today than Cavaliers. All right. Shaquille Thomas, I think his name, came on, scored a very, very good goal. Willis played well for Arnett Gardens in midfield. Guthrie Assad played well. Deacon played well as well. So really the team looked good. I think the defense line, they have those two youngsters. One is to play for Clarendon College. I think Earl Simpson.
Earl Simpson. The old man name. He used to play with Clarendon College.
Yeah, he played well as well. I think the second game, you can see that Waterhouse was trying to play the ball, but the Mobile team wasn't giving them a lot of time on the ball. You understand me? And that Ati guy really hard working forward, but he needs to work on his goal scoring. It don't make sense. He works so hard and then miss empty goals. The goalkeeper.
He want a 1-on-1.
Yeah, and then the goalkeeper, I think he's a shot blocker. He can block, he blocked a lot of shots. This is a Mobile goalkeeper. I think the keepers in this game were very good. Porter and the Mobile keeper has a funny name. His name Tommy.
One thing, Mannings, the ball game on the turf, in terms of watching the league, it look weird. I don't know if it's because me play on the turf, but it just look weird. It look even when you keep on see the ball and it look almost cartoonish. Like man, it just look weird. I don't know if like I look on one save of me and say Jano. But I'm not sure if it is because you don't really have a stance around it, Christopher. Like you don't really have that open space around it. The one thing I know is when you play upon them turf, the ribs are drop out. So you have to fit.
Yeah, man. And then I say when they got man, when think about the 1 o'clock game them on the turf.
Yeah,
that seeing that they don't train on it and them not used to it like that.
All right, so this is the thing now, and this is why I said that they have to move it, because remember now, one of the reasons why they're having the early games was because of the curfew. The curfew has gone to 10 o'clock. You understand me? So the games could have been played later. So like some of those things, I think they wanted to get the league going. But I'm going to talk to the organizers and the people in charge when they come back on, because 1 o'clock in Jamaica, brethren, fire.
Yeah,
But Coach Barris, Coach Barris, I'm going to call and talk to you some more, because and give you some more details on the game. But not Ganesh Nakta, it look like you have all of the information and you not tell me. Man, I tell you use my birds, man. You ever hear about that? My friend named Cataract, man, no use Bingy and lick my bird them out of the ear, brother. So my bird them wounded. Me can't get any information. Yeah, but listen, like I said, we have around 3 minutes left, so I'm going to give Christopher 1 minute and CC 1 minute, and then we wrap up. So go ahead, Christopher.
Yeah, man. Good start. Really good start, you can say, for the Premier League. I think it's going to be more popular, or it's going to get more viewership, not because it has streamed overseas now, but just because the standard, they're trying to raise the standard of the ball in Jamaica. And most of the players them now are going to get to be seen outside of Jamaica. And, get to showcase them talents. And, it can go good and well for the league and for the players themselves. And we hope them just maintain the standard and everything. And as my personal thing though, I say, hopefully sooner than later them get some of the games them back on the grass to where the players them used to. And can play some of the later games them, the game them a little bit later for the season may have light. So, as I say, good games so far, two good games. Mobile, them know still, but them give a good account of themselves as a so-called promoted team back in the league. And as man said, Arnett look much better in their first game than they look in the entire season last year to me. And, just look forward to the games them tomorrow. Remember, we are getting man for the games them tomorrow. Even though we have the absence, so we can find out, but probably other people up on it live.
The games tomorrow will be Veer versus Dumbeholden and Tivoli versus what them name? Portmore. Yeah. And then the next Tuesday have Harborview and Mullines and Mount Pleasant and Humble Lion. So you have 2 games Monday, 2 games Tuesday.
Really want to see Veer?
Yeah, well, I hear Veer of Benbow and Francois Suebe.
No,
Beckford. Bushy Beckford. Yeah, and them have Francois Suebe You know, and they have a couple of the school kids who were out there from last year, so should be interesting. Yeah, man. CC.
Duke is still coach, right?
Yeah, Duke is still there.
Oh, sorry. We know you're close, man. But is there any coaching change in the Premier League?
Yeah. Arnett, new coach that
No, we know T-Gat. Sorry, we know T-Gat there, Arnett.
Moby,
about the rest of the team. We know Lenny Garner, Portmore.
Moby come up on Ricky Illa, the coach.
Yeah, that me see.
Yeah.
Who the umbrella?
Bigger Tom. No, man. Price gone. Bigger.
Price of the president now.
Yeah.
Oh, bigger coach, huh?
Yeah, man. Only Bigger Tom's the coach side.
Yeah. And then I also think you have Mullines have a new coach as well.
No, Mullines have a coach that they had before.
No,
he coached them before.
I know Calvert.
No, man. He was the assistant coach that took over when Bibi left.
Assistant coach,
When Bibi left Portmore last season, he took over. They parted ways with Anthony Patrick.
Calvert.
Anthony Patrick was the coach. Yeah, Anthony Patrick.
Okay.
I think because of his commitment, because you know Anthony Patrick is also part of an ex-club, Racing.
Yeah, man, Racing.
Yeah.
So there's a situation. So yeah, I think those are the new coaches. And Veer look like them have something going on down there because they hide. They can't know nothing.
Yeah, man. What the price? What price now, coach? Man, Andrew.
That's how I say Andrew Price. I run
Lion, yeah.
But
okay.
I run the organization.
Head coach. Okay.
I'm bigger the coach.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Arnett also has the Campion College coach as the assistant.
Yeah,
the guy from Netherlands.
Garnet Lawrence. I'm a coach Mullines.
Yeah.
Okay.
National coaches allowed to coach Premier League clubs.
The assistant coaches can. So like Meron Garden can coach.
Yeah, but Meron.
Marins.
Yeah, man.
You know, Fansas Fury went to Sparlings, right?
Yeah?
Yeah, man, Sparlings, all of that.
Okay, I never know that.
Yeah, man.
Arnett, assistant coach is the Netherlands brother. But I think he got a
Yeah, Arnett has Netherlands. Yeah, but he's not really he really has been at Campion for a very long time.
Right. He's a Netherlands national. He's not really.
Yes, I'm really Jamaican, I would say, in a sense. I don't probably have dual citizenship. Yeah, but the problem still without I think I'm going to do some more investigation.
The under 20 thing you might ask about in the man is true. Marcel Gale I gonna be under 20 coach. And my coach Waterhouse. That I think that's what they're trying to ask.
Oh, that's a very good point, you know.
So that comes from? That's confirmed, man.
Yeah. Yeah, man. He is the under 20 coach. He has gotten the job, you know.
Manager, but yeah, it takes so long to say somebody.
No. Hey, you know that
people. But make sure.
Yeah, no. No, we can't say we are saying no. Because people
say, yo, a management tell me say so.
No, man, but it is out there already, man. Yeah, but I would say that he'd have to step aside still. I think he'd have to give up the water because, you know, once you start seeing 2-3 Waterhouse players on it, people will say conflict of interest. If you start seeing any under 20 players who was not there leaving club to go to Waterhouse, people will say you understand me? So sometimes.
What about Cavaliers, man? What about Cavaliers?
But what Speed is going to tell you is that he's not a coach.
So then I will on the sideline today.
No, meaning that he's not a coach in the national setup.
Oh yeah.
Right, but he's a part of the setup.
Yeah, but no, that's what I'm saying though. There are two different things. Because Meron Garden, Coach Garvey Marcel, and he's a part of the national setup. I am saying that it's a little bit different with the Premier League with you're head coach for the under 20. And all I'm saying is that if you start moving players, which is the same problem Speed have. Anytime a Cavaliers player get called to the national team,
there's an influence.
There you go.
Influence.
So even that is a problem as well. It is a problem.
I just think of how full football set up out here in Jamaica. It just set up away, brother. Because you still have the man where the chairman for Mobile. Him a part of JFF, if me not wrong.
Well, to be honest with you, CC Amanins. Me just feel like in everything you do, there's gonna be a little bit of bias. He had me can't say management a coach St. Ann Parish side. And him have a side around and he know him players them. And trust him players them and go out there. If he come a 50-50 chance where he have to go pick a baller, more than like management to go pick the man when.
Yeah, but you're a Christopher.
You understand me? I say, I know bias in bias.
There's nowhere in the world. But I say there's nowhere in the world where we can think of. For example, the role model leagues them how I look upon. We don't know of no ownership were involved in the FA side of things. That is the problem.
Well,
the ownership, Roman Abramovich not involved in the English FA. The Glazers them not involved in the English FA. What name? FSG.
No, me understand. Me understand.
None of them people are not involved. You understand? So that is the thing.
Yeah, man.
So Jamaica's football culture is unique because guess what? We are intertwined with club. The parish people them have interest in the federation, have interest in the Premier League team them. So I suffer with
you see, a lot of, even with the parish associates and Jazz Jamaica, a lot of the parish presidents and vice presidents and treasurers involved with that major league or super league team. You know that?
That's what I say. Too much of them. If me own a team, Christopher, the reason why sometimes you have to involve in the administrative part is because of how you want the team to benefit. Because if you don't do it, your team end up at a disadvantage. You understand?
Right,
if you don't get involved in the FA, your team end up at a disadvantage. And you fight tooth and nails just to get which part you want to go. Because if you don't have somebody in there, or you not in there, you not going to get what you need to get in order for your team develop and move up. I say to go. And I think that is one of the things that I hold about the football. You understand? Because if me own a team, Christopher, I don't want nothing to do with no FA. Only when I come and meet and them thing there. I don't want nothing to be no president or not. I don't want to post no FA. Me just want to run my side and develop my player them. I don't want nothing to do with no post no JFF or no post no FA or nothing. But I will be part of the FA in terms of my club within the association. But apart from that, I'm not busy about nothing administrative wise in and out FA. And that demand them to start pre better.
Until it start affect your club. Then you understand why the man them in.
That is why I say to you, it can't change because you have to in there because your club are gonna get affected. But that's why I say me wouldn't want in there. If me own a club, I don't want to have nothing to do with that part. I just want to run my club. But then you have to go in there because, as I said, you're not going to get to where you need to get to in order. Isn't it? But I just say
people. Big up for yourself. Listen, if you follow CC and Chris, the Clarendon people, them bomb rush the thing in the comment section full of Clarendon. You understand?
CC, man.
CC, yeah. The man who say come from Clarendon and don't know the difference between Brankroot and Juice.
Give a blind.
I leave too long, man. You go on, man, in where you come from right now. You know more about Center than Western.
Yeah. No, man, you know what is so funny? You know that I've lived longer in Kingston than Center. It's kind of funny, you know. I spent most of my life in Kingston. What am I not doing? Right.
But the parish them small. Listen, Kingston small. When in the Westmoreland small. It's Clarendon. Clarendon is so huge, bro.
Hey. Where you talking about Clarendon? Which is the largest? St. Ann is the largest parish, bro.
St. Ann is the largest parish.
What me say a while ago, man?
How Clarendon coming on the thing about big? Clarendon not big, brother.
Clarendon is the third largest parish, brother.
Then third man, you like celebrate brands better, brother?
Yeah, we not top
one on there. You like
we not top 3.
Yeah. All right. Watch this now. Ganesh. Now, here's what we want to do. I think that's a very good idea. You know, next week we have some big shows lined up. But I'd love to do an under 20 show. But here's the thing. You have to come on the show because you have a whole heap of information, you know, on the under 20 players. So can you come on the show and let us do an under 20 show? You and Ishmael, because we know some of the players, them, you know, and put together
some names and select an under 20 team for Jamaica. You can do that. Let's do that. But listen, big up again, guys. Thank you for being a part of the show. You said in the cleaner already. Yeah, man, that Miss Moss in the cleaner, brother. That Miss Moss in the cleaner. That is a where is it? Yeah, all topic says ultimate the cleaner.
Yo, I know I can't believe it, brother.
But people, bless up everyone from Light O'Connor, people Liverpool, Ganesh, Travis, Claudia, Leon, Ishmael, oh my Lord, the other lady, Shem, bless up yourself, Maxine in the house. Who is the next? There's a next lady who was in here now. Geez. Yeah, I hope I get all the ladies' name. Big up yourself, everyone from Brain Drain. You know, everybody. Leon Price, bless up. Listen, thanks to every single person for being a part of the show. Really enjoy the time with you. Listen, enjoy the rest of your night. Be safe. Go and check out some of the other vloggers. Big up Simon, who did a quick swing by. You know, go and support and love up all the other vloggers out there. Unseen, the man who go doing coaching course. Bless up as well, my friend. So many names. Spiny, who was here as well. Fresh God, the research, the man who get all the information that you need. Ian, who was also here, top 10. Not number 9, not number 8, not number 7, 6, nor 5. 10 only. Tara, yes, oh my God. Tara, we can't forget Tara and Leon, because Tara is a Manning's person, Yeah. Big up Tara, DJ Cell Block. Bless up. Oh my God. Jabulani Jackson. Yeah, man, bless up as well. Whoa. Who else? Let me see if I can get some more names quickly before we end this stream. Malan Patrick. Yeah, man, we're going to link up this week. Joe Downer. Coach Boris Johnson. Yeah, man, respect. Richard Green. You don't know. Ever fresh and ever clean. Dave Stone. Bala Car. Yeah, man. People them debout. All for the people them debout. People debout. All right, so stay safe. Bless up. One love, one and all. Everybody, we're over and we are out. Look out for next week. We have some big announcements where the channel is concerned. Ben Francis Cup semifinal is next week. Oh geez. The Costa Cup final is Friday. Ben Francis, I think, is Tuesday. Ben Francis is Tuesday. The Costa Cup final is Friday. Manning Cup final is Saturday. Ben Francis is Tuesday, I think. Tuesday. Yeah. Maxine 40th for life. Yeah, man, bless up. All right. So, one love, one heart. Bless up. Check us out. Like I said, big shows coming up, major announcements of how we're going to, be helping out some of our subscribers and fans. Listen, share the platform. Let somebody else know, no? Come on up. Just get one more person to subscribe. If you get one more person to subscribe, the thing will multiply. So let's do that. Stay safe and be blessed. I am Manning's man. You have just watched another show on I Am Sure Sports.